Oh my God, did you guys know I did like a full 10 episode Mario talk show?
I
Yeah.
sent it to Jeremy like I think around the time you put it out. Like I was impressed with every aspect of it, like the
Thank you.
content, the dedication. And then I think did you post sometime later on, because even today I was talking to Taylor about it, talking to her at great length, much to her dismay. That did you say that you filmed that all in one shot or something, right? And then you chopped it up into episodes, which makes me admire it like even more.
One shot is generous, but one day. Yeah,
Like one
we stopped
session.
for lunch. Yeah,
Okay. Shoot.
that was a big ask from my friends, and I'm extremely grateful they all helped. But yeah, that was
And
like
then
calling in favors.
was
My
what was
friend
the
Clay was like, they were on the ground holding up this piranha plant puppet that would just have to come up every time we switched games, and they literally laid on the ground the entire time.
Oh god, yeah.
Medal. I need to give them like a medal. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, just to lay it out for everyone. So is it called? Is it Mariology?
Oh yeah,
Mariology?
Mariology. It's at mariology.world. If you Google Mariology, you're only gonna find stuff about like the Virgin Mary, which there it is. Yeah, I did not
Wait,
know.
what?
Yeah,
Is
like
that
so.
real?
Here, go ahead and Google Mariology right now, just for your own
Oh, I
edification.
tried, but my computer.
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
I hate
no,
that.
no.
I hate that.
Oh no,
So yeah, there's a theological study of the
no.
Virgin Mary, the Mother of Jesus. This is all much more popular than my dinky little web series. But no,
Yeah, I wanted to see how far I'd have to scroll down to find your web series, but I guess
Where?
I don't know,
Yeah.
Mary
It's
is
infinite.
pretty
Where are you?
popular.
You won't.
People-
It's not possible to find.
Oh no! Here it is. Here it is.
Dude, yes.
Whoa.
Part
So,
one.
you know,
Part
you
one.
got a few more to get past, and then you will be more popular than the Mother of God.
That's not as far down as I thought it would be. That's nuts.
Nice work. And also, I only saw one or two other, like maybe that one. Yeah, that evolution was
This
the
one's
only
just-
other,
yeah, this is
the
just-
only
there's
other
other
video
Mario.
game Mario. So just as far like you're bumping elbows with Nintendo as far
Yeah.
as you know
And
what I
it's
mean.
about,
Actual results. On this.
evolution, so it's a double against God.
I am excited for the day when Mario finally supplants Jesus.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think he was almost a
I guess
carpenter.
Mickey will come first. It's true. Yeah, they're both honestly Mario and Jesus kind of have a lot
Similar
of
guys.
Yeah.
They're both Italian, I think.
Mhm.
Yes, famously, Jesus was an Italian man.
I know they're probably not real, but I like to think they're both real. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I believe in
Wait
the
a minute.
historical
That-
Mario.
Wait a minute.
is that? Sorry, I just me. That's just me. That's just me.
I know Jesus isn't real, but Mario.
you bite your tongue, sir.
I guess now that we're talking about Mario, should we start the podcasty up?
Well, show the real Mariology though. We got.
Oh,
sidetracked.
sure.
Show,
I mean,
show Alec.
should I play the
just to make
trailer?
sure it got.
Show me.
You right? Shouldn't we show you more?
Oh, I thought you meant show me my own thing.
No, I just think to give it its proper dues. This is what we meant to talk about. To be fair.
Gotcha.
Sure. Until we got way
to
more
give it a
into
quick peek.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
this
Alec.
was-
You're
Oh my
all
God,
dressed
look at
like
my short
Mario.
hair.
Yeah, I remember you sent me this, Mark, when it came out, but then I didn't make the connection that it was the same person until we decided to do the
So
podcast.
that's just the main Mario games, the big heavy hitters.
Super Mario Brothers 2.
Oh, yeah.
I-
So the gist of this
Yeah.
show was we would just chart
That
out
puts Mario stuff out.
into one timeline,
Oh, that's right.
which doesn't
All the
make
Mario games
sense.
in one timeline.
Mhm.
But how much did you have prep at all, or was it just like, here's this game, we're gonna riff on this one, or did you have a list in your mind? Did they had a list in their mind, or how did that?
My prep was just trying to make sure I didn't miss any Mario games, and we still missed like 10 of them.
I mean, of course, yeah.
And then you can get more obscure. We missed like some Game and Watch ones. I think a lot of them get mentioned. And I did
Because you
like
have
a
to, you have
postscript.
you're doing something like that. You have to draw the line somewhere at like cameo
Yeah.
or referee or like
Well, the thing is-
supporting player. Like,
I included like Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games and like Smash, but like there was a bunch of things where I'm just like, Donkey Kong Country, like do these work?
Yeah,
But anything where
yeah.
Mario made like NBA Street Volume 3 had Mario in it,
Is
like
that
stuff
right?
like that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Is-
Only
what
on
does he
the
do- what does he
Wii
do in
version or
Street?
something.
On
is
the
that
Game
like
Boy.
whenever
He
whenever
does
system
sick
gets its own
dunks.
character?
It's
Oh, just
Mario,
a
Luigi,
player?
and Peach are all
Yeah.
in it, and I
That's
so we
great.
include that on here. But
Love that.
yeah, it was really just like, where do I draw the line? Yeah.
Mhm.
And that was the only
That's
prep I
fun.
did, was just the list of games and categorizing them. So I knew each episode would be like its own. This is the mainline games. These are the spin-offs. These are the cameos. That was it.
That's great.
Everything
Oh,
I
else-
you're
think
right.
that they would have like made him proportional to a human.
I love it.
but-
They
So
scaled
good
it.
he's not.
They scaled it so it looks like a guy in a Mario suit.
Yeah, it's like playing with a mascot.
I feel like he would have a huge advantage, being that he has giant hands and can jump notably
Right.
quite high. Twice.
I will tell you.
sometimes.
I'll tell you. He's not going to dribble between those legs, though. I'll tell you that
That's
much.
true. That's true.
We're ever playing street ball. He's going to die in all those layers too. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he should really be wearing gym shorts.
Shirts versus the skins. What?
It took them until that last Mario Tennis to actually give him sports appropriate outfits.
Yeah.
Oh, is he in like a nice outfit, like a nice tennis outfit?
Yeah, Mario Tennis Aces, they're all wearing like Waluigi's got like a cool visor and a slick haircut.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's right. Oh my God, it's incredible. I love Toad's gun in the most recent Olympics.
Wait. Oh yes.
Remember?
Yeah.
We tweeted that out where it's just like that Mario Sonic Olympic stuff. You just made me think of it, where they're having fun just putting like old 8-bit characters in the stands and all these little kind of fan service bits. But it is just like Toad with the starting gun. That's real. That's real.
Official Sprite Toad with gun. We needed that in like 2002 for Sprite comics.
Yeah. Man. I know. So normally, Jeremy, I would say hi and I would say all that crap.
Sure.
And I would throw it to you.
Okay.
But maybe I'll throw it to you, but then also keep going and introduce Alec or something. Or do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Because you just met him. 50-50, you call him Alex. I know it's nothing personal. No, I'm just kidding.
Happens a lot. A lot of people call me Alan now. That's the new one. Alan.
Is that right?
Yeah. It must be the way I'm saying Alex. Fuck.
This isn't helping. This is helping nothing.
I just called myself by the wrong name.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Never mind. No offense, if Jeremy were to call you Alex,
Oh shit.
you don't have a lot of ground to stand on anymore.
exactly.
Oh
You can't
my
even
god.
criticize.
This is like when somebody asked me how old I was and I stared at them for like a full 60 seconds before I could remember.
It said Alex.
Alex.
Hey, Paisanos, welcome to the Hard Drive Podcast. We have a very, very extra special episode of the show for you today. My co-host, Jeremy Kaplowitz, is here with us as always, sir.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Pretty good, doing pretty well. And we have a very, very special guest today. I'm really excited to have him on the show. Not only is he an old friend of mine, but he's also made one of the absolute best comics of last year, if I dare say so myself. The author, the co-writer, author, and co-star, which is a very unique logline for a comic, of Mr. Boop is here. Alec Robbins. Alec, how are you, my friend?
Hello. It's great to be here. I'm feeling happy to see an old friend again for the first time in probably I think we did the math, like 6 years, 7 years.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
It could be 8 years.
It could be upwards of 8 years because there's no guarantee we saw each other close to when you left.
That's what I was thinking. I was
and I certainly there was a time. So Alec used to do comedy. We both did comedy in Michigan. Alec, you lived in Kalamazoo. I think the whole time I knew you, right? Is that
Yeah, I was going to college over there.
And then I was in Lansing.
Yeah.
So there's crossover, but at some point, like I started doing Max every Monday and certain things made me travel out less and shit like that. And maybe, so
and vice versa. I would come out
could
there.
be 8 months, something like that. But it's been a long time. I always thought we really clicked. I always liked you a lot. I was sad when I gradually realized that you were no longer around, as we said. Alec was gone one day. But also, like I said, we were maybe not crossing paths as much those days. But yeah, I remember the first time I ever met you was at the Sunday Night Funnies in Grand Rapids, I think. So there was definitely at least a period where we were like little.
No, definitely. We did shows together.
Oh yeah.
In fact, oh my God, do you remember when I was filming a documentary?
Oh, I thought you were going to bring up something else, but I do remember we filmed an interview twice because like something happened in the first one is what I recall.
Yes.
Or it was just so bad and that was your professional. This is why you work in like the business.
No.
That was because
the interviews were great.
Oh no.
You were one of the least depressing interviews. Because what ended up happening is I was just like when I was moving, I was digging through hard drives and I found the hard drive that had all that footage on it. And it's upwards of 100 hours of footage from the Michigan stand-up scene in like 2009 to 2013.
It was like a documentary kind of thing you were putting together.
Yeah, I don't really know. It was just like an aimless, like I had this idea in my head that I would sort of show what the stand-up scene at the lowest possible level would look like. And
that was big back then though. 2009, that was novel. Now
it would have been
like,
huge.
Well, big deal. Every TV show is that.
I know.
Yeah. Now there's a
right.
fucking what's his name? Pete Holmes' show.
That's right. Yeah.
We're saved. But no, I was rewatching all the footage, and the passing thought was like, I wonder if I can cut this into something now, like that I could actually use in post. But I watched any interview I loaded up was just the most depressing thing. Comics talking about how they wanted to kill themselves and how they got no stage time. And I was like, okay, well, this needs to stay in the vault. And, but it was nice to see your face. I watched your interviews again, some other people's.
Okay. I hope mine weren't among the very worst. I don't know. But
no, not at all. you had a lot to say. One of yours was with Dan Curry. So
that's right. That's right. Yeah. Dan and I did a lot of fun stuff. We hosted that show. Like I said, that was the show that made me stop wanting to go anywhere. It's like, oh, I just would rather, like, I don't want to conquer Michigan. I want to get good. You know what I mean? Like I want to, so I figured out, a thing to just do every week. And
so it's a mainstay.
And then, Alec has done some other things too. You made a game called Heartbreak High, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And did you make a Malcolm in the Middle game? I'm not misremembering that, right?
Yeah, no, that was like I made that in one night, and it was a simple one-off joke. It was just Malcolm in the Middle simulator, and the gameplay is you play as Malcolm in the middle of his two brothers who are walking down the sidewalk, and you have to stay in between them. You have to stay in the middle.
There's that's like a reel that harkens back to like a reel. It's like an old school arcade game. Like, there's just like one very basic sort of tenet to it or something. But just modeled onto a Malcolm in the Middle. It's just brilliant.
With no depth. It was literally just you click left or right and hope to stay in the middle.
Stay in the middle.
Please don't compare it to a good video game.
Fair enough. Very fair.
But yeah, no, I did make that. That was fun.
That's very cool. And we talked about Mariology a little bit, the study of the Virgin Mary off air that Alec is about. And also a web series he made. Is that right? Web series? What do you
I would call it a web series. Sure. We like I said, we filmed it all in one day. It's like probably 10 hours long total, but it's no, it's just 10 episodes. It's probably like 7 hours. But
it's an undertaking though. It's
a huge undertaking. A lot of people said it was great to put on as like background noise, which genuinely I did take as a compliment.
Alec, we started doing like when a bit is like, you're like, we're being very silly, and we'd do a joke about like waking up people at the end of our podcast that fell asleep listening to it, and then we'd hear back that like that's exactly what happened, and we're like, oh, good bit. All right. So
thank you.
But the Mariology project was just to kind of sort out a chronological timeline of every single, not even mainline, just every single Mario.
Any game that Mario appears in, we tried to chart it onto one cohesive timeline, which doesn't make sense. That was an impossible undertaking. Like it's inspired by the Zelda timeline that everyone was going shit over.
Yeah, right.
Never made sense at all. Ever.
It's funny to think about. Certainly, once you start talking like how does A square up against B? Like, okay, we got Mario Land 2, the 6 golden coins, and Mario's Picross or whatever. So
we had to like sort it out. Like, okay, was Mario like this is pre-Heroes era? This is like he's just doing odd jobs after college. He's working as a doctor.
Right. I was going to say, at what point did he become a doctor? That has to be. That's not the very first thing, of course.
Yeah, we might have decided that was like post-hero. He just retires and becomes a doctor.
Did you address times like a Mario Kart where there's like different versions of a Mario in the game, baby and regular?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
We did address that, and it's very helpful that there's a game that's all about that, Partners in Time. Literally about Mario meeting baby Mario.
Is that a Mario? I'm actually playing Superstar Saga right now for the first time.
It's the next one.
Okay, cool. I'm excited.
Superstar Saga is great.
It's like the first time I played it, and it's
really funny.
When you're in the middle of the game, you're like, this is one of my new favorite games, and I have like more of it to go. Like it's really, as a Mario guy, and to have it be like intentionally funny. Maybe it has a lot to do with the podcast I've been doing for a long time, but it's just like, this is just really good. These are really good bits.
It's great. It's a very like well presented game with really good like sprite animations and
and the more elements you have in a game, the more you could like, the more one thing will shake it. If the platforming's not great, that throws it off, and if the battles aren't great, that throws it off. But I think it all works. It's
got a good balance. Are you playing the remake or the original?
I'm on an emulator playing the GBA one.
That's what I would recommend. They smoothed over the new one. It's got
I didn't know there was a remake. Yeah, and okay, that's good to hear, because I didn't learn of the remake till I was playing this one, and then I was like, well, do I have the fucking stupid one?
The new
old dumb one.
The new one I think is like, I'm sure it's good. It's I played like 30 minutes of it and then decided to replay the original instead, because like all the graphics were they had less personality. Like the sprites in the Game Boy one were very like cartoony, and
they're really good. Oh my god, I love the animations. Every time they sort of do a little like, we're here, and Luigi will do like a twirl, and
it's great.
It's a very 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 fun game, and just really up my alley. Like I said, as far as like, it's like funny Mario, and that's really I'll take all that I can.
Yeah, you should play Bowser's Inside Story too. That's the only other one in that series I think is like as good as that one.
Is that because I'm telling you, I got the I keep talking about it. I got an RG350, which is like a cool little emulator box thing, handheld.
Does it play DS games? Because
it does not do DS, but I'm working on Donkey Kong on the Game Boy, and once I do that, I'm gonna do.
Ooh, that's a classic.
Yeah, so I'm trying to right some wrongs this year, sir.
I appreciate that.
Some of my own. I'm working on my at-home Mariology degree. Yeah. But all this too is, by the way, preamble to, as I think I mentioned, but I would be remiss if we didn't mention that Alex.
Wow.
Whoa, you fucked it up.
No, that was apostrophe. Listen to me. That was apostrophe S. Apostrophe S.
You're right. It is tricky. That's where everyone falls apart, is making my name possessive. Yeah.
I was like Alex's project that. But
Alex is
it's Alec's project.
Yeah.
But everyone always gets confused while they're saying it. Is happening my whole life. I see people stumble over. That's Alex's book.
I thought I had it. I know him. I've known him. I know, but Mr. Robbins put out a book last year. Started a web series, we say, last year called Mr. Boop. And yeah, what would you say to if someone has never heard of Mr. Boop? What would you tell them?
Don't look at it.
Okay. No, well, there you have it, folks.
It's a fun little exploration of self-insert fictional romances. Let's say it's that. It's about me being married to Betty Boop. And
yeah, it's
over now, so the facade is done. I don't have to be in character anymore. But yeah. And
now that the story has been told, what is the status? Did I see? Is there 3 volumes and a 4th upcoming? Is that accurate?
I put out each of so there's 4 arcs. There's 4 like big chapters in Mr. Boop, and each one of those has been getting its own self-published book that I then ship out, sell by myself. It's a lot of work, but I love having people holding physical copies of the stuff I made. That's great.
Have you figured out yet? I don't want to spoil anything, if you don't want to tell us. But have you figured out how you're going to get the final YouTube video into a book format?
Literally opening up. I format the book in Clip Studio Paint, and I'm opening it up tomorrow. I've been putting it up. I took like a 20-day break. What has it been like? Yeah, 22 days since it ended. I'm like, don't even want to think about Mr. Boop.
That's
that's fair.
Well earned though, man. It fucking rules. I don't know if I ever said that. All this talk about it. I should tell you how good it is. I'm sure you've heard it, but not from me. So there it is.
Yeah, I hope it is not annoying that everybody just calls you Mr. Boop from now on.
It oscillates. There are literally days where I'm like, Jesus, I fucked myself over. And then there's other days where I'm like, wow, it's so nice that everyone plays along.
Yeah, sure. You'll run for president one day, and people will be like, "Oh, it's President Boop," and you'll be like, "I'm trying to."
This disqualified me. I can't. This is immediately.
I've been a governor for 8 years. Someone
uncovers it, like, "Oh yeah, that was out there."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, drawing. That could be anybody.
But yeah, that's all done now. It ended on January 1st with a big video finale.
Mm-hmm.
Had a lot.
So how long? When did the first one? Do you know when the first one went up? Like February
28. I don't know. Like, was it a leap year? February 29th? Who knows? But
it was quarantine.
Yeah,
it
was.
Like
I started a
quarantine thing.
I think that's why it took off. I think it had the right, and like it was just a coincidence though that I had ended I was working on Eric Andre's show season 5, and we were shooting pickups, and that ended like end of February, mid-February, and I had been joking with my buddy Brock about how hot Betty Boop was. It had become like a long. I mean, you can't find them now, but I used to just tweet like probably once every 5 months. I would just tweet.
Sure. Oh yeah, I was thinking just now. I would try to look it up, and then I was like, "What am I going to search Boop in your tweets?"
It's impossible to find. Yeah, but they do exist from like as early as probably like 2015, of just this idea in my head that a guy who would just think Betty Boop is hot is funny.
I would like keep the more he brings up, the funnier that shit is. If it's like one off, it came up in conversation, fine. But 2 days later, it's like he mentioned Betty Boop again. This time he brought it like
I don't think it's a joke. There's a bar by where I live in Glendale called the Winchester Room, and they have a Betty Boop statue there. So I would go there with my friends, and this like this made the joke like way more present in my life. It would come up way more often.
So that didn't inspire the joke. That just sort of.
Well, that was like I was already doing this Betty Boop thing vaguely in my like it was.
Yeah.
Like I said, doing it once every 5 months, just remembering. That's a funny thought.
Yeah.
but then we would joke about the statue, and I drew an illustration of myself with Betty Boop and texted it to my friend Brock, and I had it in the back of my head that I wanted to like draw more consistently, because I love drawing, but I had been like sidestepped by like I've been doing music videos and like working in TV and making video games. So I was like, I need to just get back in the habit. And I just read Michael DeForge's Leaving Richard's Valley, which is like just this incredible series of comic strips that I highly recommend. And it was just in my head, like I should make a 4-panel comic strip. I love those. And it was right after I drew that illustration. I just sent some of them. I made some comics, sent them to Brock, got some laughs, posted them online, kind of with no intention of making that many more.
Of course, yeah.
But then I was like,
you weren't like, this is the 4-volume thing that's gonna fucking pop
I
off?
joked early on. I was like, I made 500 of these, and a lot of people took that literally. I think like the early tweets each have like a caption accompanying them, and one of them says that, and that still gets brought up like, oh yeah, you only got this many more to go.
Yeah, like that were a goal. Yeah, that's funny.
Ultimately, I made 217, which is
that's a lot.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is a lot. That's amazing.
A daily comic.
That's It was. In the beginning, I was posting like 3 or 4 a day, and then I slowed it down to 1 a day, and then I slowed it down to just 5 days a week, and then I slowed it down to 3 a week.
Was there a vault that like somehow got like, or not somehow, but like, you know, eventually was depleted some, and did it become down closer to the wire ever? Or was that part of the timing of it?
The only reason I slowed it down to 3 a week at the end was because I was starting a new job and I didn't know if I would have as much free time, and I knew that the finale was going to be this like huge video, so I wanted to be able to finish them and not have like too much stress and be able to focus on the video, which was a big under. That took me like 2 months, whereas I could sit down and make a strip in like an hour, I guess.
Sure, yeah, and then the finale is, I mean, I don't even know what to say about it, but it's check out Mr. Boop, and when you get to the end, there you are. Yeah,
but it is going to be crazy to adapt that into the book. I kind of have some ways around it. I had the same problem with there's a part where I confessed that I'm not actually married to Betty Boop, and it was done on like a fake interview stage, like on a local access show. And for the book, I just adapted that into like one of those apology note screenshots people would put on Twitter.
That's fun.
Did you know Tim Robinson at all, or did he like reach out to you or anything?
So I only know Tim because I worked on I Think You Should Leave.
Oh, cool. And
we only ever spoke on that show because he liked my outfit once. Thank you, Tim, for liking my outfit. And also because we're both from Michigan. That was a little.
That's a big connection I'm finding. I feel like a lot of people.
Dude, I spent half this podcast talking about Michigan, and I don't like it that much.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck that I'm from Long Island. Oh, Eddie's Jewish.
Sorry, buddy. You picked the wrong state. Michigan's the good one. But no, Tim's extremely nice, and he is the kind of guy who would like follow his crew members on Instagram and shit. So he followed me and was enjoying the Mr. Boop strips. I could tell from his hearts. And my friend Reggie, who was a writer's assistant, texted me and said Tim loves Mr. Boop.
That's
so
cool.
I was like, okay, cool. I can not to blow up his spot,
yeah.
I mean, I had the line to him, and he was very nice.
Yeah, right on. Yeah. Well, fuck yeah. So cool. Well, this being sort of a Mario podcast, we did watch a Mario cartoon to tell you guys about today, to recount the plot as straightforward as possible with as few jokes or sidebars as possible. We are on Mario 3. This isn't, Jeremy, we're not getting through this show very quickly, are we?
No, we're taking it really slowly because we did the other ones too fast, and we got like Mario brain freeze.
We got it.
Where we couldn't talk anymore, and we were all fucked up. So now we're just taking our time.
There's Alec. There's whole episodes where we can't talk and we're fucked up. No I'm kidding.
How many episodes
month of the show?
You did the whole original run.
We did all of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show.
Yeah,
and then we did. We did all the Zeldas too that are in that, and then
so that's like 60 some.
Yeah,
so that was a year and change, and then we thought we'd move on to Captain N, which we did.
Yes, the Game Master, and we just couldn't do it. We did one season of it, and we were just like, "I'm done. We can't. I will never watch this show again."
I hate what they did to my friend Mega Man.
They really did.
It's such an amazing show on paper, right? Like that premise is like, dude, kids selected was Nintendo, and then there's all these people, and then there's so many scenes where there's just 8 people standing in the background. I'm not exaggerating.
It's really
where
rough.
it's just like, oh, Lana and Mega Man are talking. So Simon Belmont and the dog and the kid, they have nothing in this scene. Kid Icarus, nothing. Okay, they're just back. They're like, you know,
It's
there's
got to
just
be part of the group.
fucking mess. Yeah.
Mega Man's brutal.
But yeah, you're right. The Mega, like
They
the
do him
voice
real
line-
dirty.
Most
Mega
of those
Man was
characters
like
have-
close to my heart, and I remember like I didn't even like the Mega Man cartoon. I thought that wasn't what I wanted out of Mega Man either. But I did watch a lot of that one.
Mhm. But yeah, and then because even like this, like, you know, if there's weird versions of Mario here and there, there's been so many. But yeah, it's like things like Mario and whatever, even Kid Icarus, like you don't get that many of them, and it's really it's a
yeah.
weird, you know.
Well, you know, my favorite like non-video game adaptation of Mario is the Nintendo Power comics. Do you ever read those?
No.
I
The
remember
Mario World
them
comics?
vaguely, like I just remember them all like as one big mess. Like there was Metroid for a while, there was the Nestor Kid, there was Mario. Like I remember enjoying them, but I don't recall anything beyond
This,
that. But
yeah, that's it. Yeah, these are so funny. Like
They're really good,
genuinely
yeah.
extreme. The art's incredible. It's a loose adaptation
fun.
of the Mario World plot.
that's fun.
That's cool.
There's a really funny bit where like they meet this shitty American salesman who's trying to like swindle them into buying a Yoshi translation guide, and then all the pages are just like Yoshi, hello, Yoshi, goodbye, Yoshi.
That's great.
Yeah, all of the cartoons feel like they're made by people who were like told about Mario and then
Yeah.
don't know much else.
Oh yeah.
That's what
And-
bums me out about watching them. It's like it's all secondhand. It's
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
like you're a bigger fan than the people that made it, and you're just like you're there. It's like you're Homer Simpson with the pennant in your hand, you know, and you're just like so ready for it to go, and they're just like, "Hey, here's Bowser, but he's dressed like Ray Charles and he's playing a piano." all right, we can do this, sure.
Well, it's because like Mario occupies such a weird space where he is a chubby, short Italian
Yeah.
man who is also generally extremely cute. Like, and none of the American like adaptations have any interest in trying to capture that cuteness.
That's true. You're right. They go Bob Hoskins, yeah.
Yeah, they go immediately Bob Hoskins. They go like, "Hey, paisanos!" Like,
Yeah, Lou
Trying to
Albano,
think, like,
professional wrestler.
Mario
Yes,
too.
that's right. You're
Super
right.
Mario Bros. Super Show is Mario 2. So
Like,
yeah,
imagine
he's,
if they-
he's
what if
already
they had
like
been, like,
pretty
a-
cute by then.
He's adorable. Yeah.
And then
But
I think
they've
Mario
gotten-
3 is a cool little sprite.
yeah, that's about like that's when he really gets max cute. That's just like,
Yeah, and that's this one.
Yeah. I just built that one in real life. Look at me. Look at me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Oh shit! Look at you doing perlers.
Look at that. Yeah. It's good.
Never
Day,
done
day,
those.
day job, busy work, man. It's really,
I mean, that could be like a good tweet for the magazine.
dude. Oh my God. Today I was trying to stream Typing of the Dead this morning, and
God, I like that game.
I realized that like usually it's like, okay, if I have to type something right now, I can go roundabout, but like I need to be on, so I had to like redo my whole setup, and then I was like, fuck, I can't put the mic dead center because I have a Yoda I'm working on in the mid. Like I'm so tough. It's tough to game. It's tough to game and stream and work all from the same, as you can see, corner of your bedroom, while you're also working full time for harddrive.com.
It's actually hard-drive.net if anyone wants to actually go to it.
That's how big time.
That's
we are.
our Alex.
I prefer
versus
going to the
Alec.
I prefer going to the hardtimes.net/hard
I'm
drive
curious.
myself.
What is hard,
myself.
I'm gonna look up what harddrive.com is.
What is harddrive.com?
Wait,
Hopefully
do
it's
me a
not
favor.
porn. Hopefully it's not
No,
porn.
you only did 1D though. You only did 1D. That would be like a clever way.
it's
Hard drive.
You know,
That's good.
No,
Double
harddrive.com. If this is porn, we're done. We have to shut down the stream because no, it's just
oh, it's one of those.
one of
Okay, do me a
these.
favor. Also look up MrBoop.com because for some reason
Oh,
I chose
you can't get it?
MrBoop.net, but I can't remember why.
It's not secure. I'll tell you that
It
much.
can't be found.
It's a Verizon.
Why
thing.
didn't I just get? Oh, it must have been like taken, and I couldn't. It
Let's
was
find
too
out.
expensive.
Hey man, we can be real here. .net's where it's at, right?
You use
Can we
GoDaddy.
can we all agree as
Oh
old
yeah, $119. Get out of here.
That would have been worth it. Maybe I
Really?
should have just done that. Yeah. Well,
Alec
not
lives in
per
LA.
year.
He's-
Not per year. It would have
But
been
you
worth
can
like
have
a one-time
you can have
purchase.
MrBoop.us though for just $1.
I
Hey, I
got
mean-
.net, and it convinced me to do the old GeoCities vibe. Doing .net kind of reminded
Don't
me.
wait.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
GeoCities, brilliant. Don't you?
Like,
You don't like
yeah.
you don't like the sounds of .org though on a Mr. Boop?
I'll tell you this much: when I was at military school, which a whole other story, but when I was there,
yeah.
the entire internet was blocked except for .org and .edu. So I couldn't even go to Google.com
That's so
because that
weird.
was .com. So the filter was just like, just anything that's .org is okay, which means 4chan was allowed.
But you may not Google 4chan.
No, you couldn't Google it, but 4chan provides anything you need when you're 13 and
That's
stuck
true.
in military school. And it ruins you. It makes you into an evil little shit.
I like all the websites that GoDaddy is trying to guess that you might want. Like you can spend
MrBooby.com.
$3,000.
Dude, MrBoo.com.
Mr. Booby is only
Mr.
12.
Booby.
Mr. Booby, I mean, I'm surprised that's as cheap as it is. That should be more.
Mr. Skin should snatch that up. It's just right there.
Right.
Miss Boop.
Miss Boop, that's good.
Yeah.
MrBoop.fun.
Yeah. Alec, do you remember now? Tell me if I'm conflating two things in my head. You used to book a show at some Road Dog Saloon or something, right?
Very close. You do have a partially good memory.
Yeah, thank you. I kept some of it okay.
Yeah.
I worked at the Old Dog Tavern in Kalamazoo.
The Old Dog Tavern. I remember having
Road Dog Saloon sounds just as cool.
I mean, I was mostly
wait.
there, right?
Look at this. Just by coincidence, I still have another glasses, and I'm
yes.
drinking from it right now.
Dude, that was fun. You know, I mean, there's things like I did that shit for so long, and there's not too many shows I remember, but I do remember being at that show. It's one of those things too. I don't remember my set, but I remember like hanging out with you and DK Hamilton, and that was a lot of fun. You know,
I loved that show. That was nice. They let me put it on because they had like an open night, and I was waiting tables.
And then I love that. That was, I mean, oh my God, I put on an awful show in like Chesaning before I even moved to Lansing. Like, oh my God, forget about it.
Stand up.
Do you remember when we were at that show? I want to say this place is called the Harvest Moon, but maybe that's just my video game brain. But do you remember this?
That it was called the Harvest Moon. I didn't know you were at that show.
Yeah.
Was that the show? You want to tell it? I'm gonna mess it up, but yeah.
I mean, it was kind of your thing though. So
I don't remember it though. I just remember that it was funny.
I told Jeremy this story.
You did tell me. Okay, I know this one.
This brought me. This like reminded me like booking shows in my hometown of Chesaning, which was the small town before I moved to Lansing, the small town. You know what I mean? But and I didn't know. I'd only ever done shows like yours, and then like Shakespeare's Lower Level and stuff like that. That were more like college downtown Kalamazoo. I didn't know there was this Harvest Moon Kalamazoo. I don't mean this condescendingly. I just mean it reminded me of my small town. Yeah,
I had no idea this place was there.
Yeah, dude. And so it's like, oh, show in Kalamazoo. I was expecting these other experiences, which were mixed, but of a certain sort of thing. And it was just like out in the fucking farmland,
spot.
Like
yeah.
farmland.
No, not the town wasn't bad. It was just this bar was not
like farmy biker family vibes, you know.
Yeah, and they did not want like alt comedy nerds going up and doing
exactly. You had me and Alec were at least like a third of the lineup, so there you go. It wasn't a whole lot of fucking, you know, whatever.
They don't want anyone who has opinions about Mega Man.
It was like, exactly a lot of Mega Man jokes for the bar folk at the Harvest Moon. It was one of those things where like half the people didn't know there was going to be comedy, and the thing I remember was that a family was like, "Oh, there is going to be comedy. We would like to stay. We will stay seated near the stage. Thank you very much." Our 12-year-old. Check it out.
Yes,
right.
A family with a young daughter.
And that sucks. And that's just comedy, and there's just no reason that should happen. But
because then you're faced with like, do you adjust your act?
Exactly.
Do you pull back your more profane material?
And maybe you could. My recollection is that you did you almost have to make fun of it, so you kept checking in with her after a joke, like, "Oh, did you like that one? Did you not? Was that too gross? Did you get it?" And that was really funny. And then I don't remember the joke, but I remember your joke involved again being a bunch of weirdos. Your joke involved a bathtub full of blood that you were talking about. And after the joke,
what was the joke?
I checked in. After the joke, you checked in with her, and you're like, "What about that one?" And she was like, kind of like shook her head no. And you're like, "You don't like that one? You think blood's gross?" And she shook her head, yeah. And you said, "Just wait 3 years." And then the crowd did this thing where everyone went crazy, and then you immediately like apologized profusely. And it was one of those things. There was like something that just happened. We're all laughing. We get it. You shouldn't have said it. But you did, because you have a job to do up there. And it was really a fun moment. It was like the thing where it's just like, man, like we're a bunch of alt weirdos, but that was like road comic as fuck in like the best way possible. You know what I mean? Like drop me into a shit situation, and that was real stand-up chops. Just
I really enjoyed hearing you. I'm glad you told it, because A, I barely remembered it, and B, that was very flattering. Thank you.
One of my very favorite, like I said, there's entire months and years I don't remember. I did a weekly show that's like a mess in my head of one continuous sort of memory or something. But it's like, oh, remember Harvest Moon? Alec said that thing to the girl.
That is weird, because like that is also one. As soon as you said Harvest Moon, I'm like, I remember that night too, and I did stand up hundreds of times, like more than that. So that one did stand out.
I'm not even sure what I did that night.
Right.
But yeah, that was a good time. That was
You know what? I could tell you we did that night because I have it filmed.
Oh.
I did not film myself, and I remember feeling regret because I did a funny thing.
It really brought the house down. Like I said, as much as it was like that appropriate amount of like, I'm sorry, but also come on. You saw that I had to do the thing. You know? Amazing. Alec Robbins.
Alec Robbins. That's my time.
All right, folks. Alec Robbins, everybody. Be at the Harvest Moon next Tuesday night.
That place, man. There's no, I mean, not to like keep talking stand-up shop, but those types of shows were the worst. Like there was one we went to that was just a sports bar that was filled with people at dinner tables eating dinner and with TVs on playing the sports game. And they did not turn any of the TVs off, nor did they turn off the music in the bar before having us go up and do the show. And it was like, we all like drew straws and who wants to go first? Like it sucked. It was the worst.
We've been laughing about this. Taylor and I laugh about this sometimes where it's like, isn't, and I don't mean this in some like, oh, because we're artists. Like it's dumb. It's bad. But the comic thing is to be like, we drew straws and figure out the order instead of like, yeah, we left because it was dumb. You know what I mean? Like,
did you guys actually draw straws?
Why did we do this?
Is that what happened?
So I say draw straws. I can't imagine we actually had straws.
Yeah,
we definitely played some sort of game.
That's so funny.
I've drawn numbers out of a hat.
I've never done that. I feel like for me, it's always like some guy's like, do you want to go first? And I'm like, and I obviously don't. And I'm like, yeah, whatever you want, man. It's your show. And then he's like, great, you're first. And I'm like, cool.
Because you think maybe he'll be like, cool, you can close next time or something.
I don't know.
No, I got really good at saying, no, I don't want to go first.
That's smart. Like,
well, the worst thing that happens is they're like, well, you're still on the show. All right.
Right. There's an outside chance you push them to tough. I'm making you go first. There's an outside chance that interaction happens at the comedy show.
Imagine you. Are you cool going first? No. Then you can't go up at all. Get the fuck out of here.
You gotta have your vegetables if you want to do stand up.
Right.
Luckily, I feel like now I started doing comedy in Binghamton, New York when I was in college. And now when I'm in New York, luckily, there's always at least two people who are like, can I go first? I have to run to 6 other shows. So
that was Chicago too. Yeah.
Sounds good.
That's
I'm not booked as much as you, so I will happily go at a fun time.
Right, exactly. Yes. I would rather enjoy one show than hate 5.
Yeah, those people always made me really bummed out because it's just like, oh, you are hauling ass around town in a town that's not easy to travel in. To do like the worst time slots on all these bummer shows.
Yeah.
Did it make you feel like I'm out, but that's not enough?
That's kind of why I quit for a little. I mean, I didn't. I won't say like I did stop for like years, but I do stand up like once a year now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not like done with it, but yeah, that was like one of the biggest factors was I am not interested in driving around town or taking the subway in Chicago like to 4 different shows in one night. It's so exhausting, and only you're performing for other comedians that are doing the same thing. Nobody's there to watch. Like it's such a dumb vacuum.
That's something that good.
I was gonna say I agree with you 100%, and I would also have that feeling if I got booked on 4 shows a night. But usually it was just the one, and I'd be like, man, if I was on 4 though, I would.
I didn't get booked on 4 shows a night either.
No, but you know what I mean. There are people. There are certainly. Should we talk about Mario?
Let's talk about Mario.
Oh yeah, please. Sorry, enough stand up.
I tried a while ago, and I don't mean like you guys thought. I didn't do any better, but yeah, we all collectively tried a little bit.
Sorry, go for it, Mark.
Today's episode of Mario 3. So Alec, what we generally ask our guests too, did you watch the Mario cartoons, whether it be the Mario Super Show or these kind of lesser carry on, there's less live action wrestling segments and things like that. Did you watch this stuff at all when you were younger?
No, so that's what's funny is I was obsessed with Mario. I would eat up any Mario content I could find, and I would have watched these shows.
Yeah.
But I think I was past the window. Like I was born in 90.
In 90.
They had just aired like late 89.
So I think by the time I was like, I don't know, like 5 or 6, whenever like a good age to be watching these probably. I think they were already off the air.
They were no longer like the modern reruns even.
Yeah.
They were like, right.
I would catch like, so Sonic had a cartoon that was super like, was on all the time. I watched that all the time. There were 2 actually. There was one that was like a more action-oriented Sonic that I way preferred, and I never found out when that was on. There was the Mega Man cartoon, which I was really annoyed with because it was just like not the Mega Man in my head when I was playing those games. And then there was also the 3D Donkey Kong show, and I loved that one.
And that is like almost like first wave CG, like it's like Beast Wars looking. Like
It was like reboot Beast Wars era.
People
And yeah, so I
joking.
didn't watch the Mario cartoon, but I always kind of in the back of my head I was like, I need to watch those. So growing up, I would like every once in a while seek them out and be extremely disappointed every time I decided to take a peek.
Apparently, the Sonic cartoon that you couldn't find when it aired was referred to as Sonic Sat AM. So
Yes, I knew that I didn't want to confuse anybody here. It's very weird that it's everyone calls it Satam, and I think that stands for Saturday AM.
Yeah.
The S isn't even for Sonic.
But it's very funny that that was the one that you couldn't figure out when it aired, when it was called Saturday
I see.
AM.
Okay.
I'm not saying that. That's what they're saying in the chat.
You're bringing it up to me though. You're
I
telling me
know.
now that I was a big dummy. We didn't call it that at the time, okay? It was just
I don't know.
another Sonic cartoon.
I don't know what this show is. I don't watch. I watched
That
the
show-
Mighty Ducks
Jeremy's
cartoon.
Jeremy's 14 years old, by the way.
Okay, great.
I
Wait
would
3
be
years,
more-
pal.
Once a year, he still got it, folks.
That was the Sonic cartoon that I liked more, the action one, was the
Okay,
basis for the Archie
Got it.
comics, which are
No, those are older than Sonic, Alec.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got me.
sorry.
The Archie Sonic comics. I
I'm sorry.
should
Oh,
I
specify.
don't know
I'm
that.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I was obsessed with these comics. Sorry, we're gonna go off on another tangent.
Please.
That's fine.
This is what we
And
do.
this is a good one. If you don't know enough about these comics got so up their own ass with creating their own Sonic lore. This writer Ken Penders created like the entire 100-character lineage for Knuckles, his like whole family tree. And if you look up the Julie Sue Chronicles,
Was it a thing like no one asked him to?
he was just kind of left alone to do it. Like he was allowed to write.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So there's like hundreds of OCs that he made.
Oh, is
These
that a
like
safe search
Sonic spin-off characters, and
Freaking Penders.
I absolutely have to turn on safe search if I'm going to be on Twitch googling obscure Sonic the Hedgehog characters.
Yeah.
As I clicked it, I was like, oh no.
So he sued Archie and Sega to keep the rights to all of his characters.
Wow. That's a
Effectively
power
forced
move.
Archie to reboot their entire comic and erase the timeline. And Sega was like, okay, to prevent this from ever happening again, we're inflicting strict rules on how you can actually portray Sonic. Now, you can't go off and make 400 Echidna characters related to Knuckles. But this guy is now trying to make his own comic with the characters that he stole or that he made.
But like
Your
he
team
doesn't
Sonic.
but he doesn't even get Knuckles, right? He's all.
He
Like,
doesn't get Knuckles, but he gets Julie Sue, who was Knuckles' girlfriend in the comic.
So that's okay.
And if you scroll past some of these,
Yeah. There's a lot going on here.
like that one in the middle there, go up a little bit.
This one?
No. Scroll up. Further up. There we go. That middle one with like the three faces.
This one.
That's Ken Pender's actual art.
Oh my god. That looks absolutely like fan art.
Yeah, and that's our friend Ken, going to conventions, drawing that stuff now.
I'm now on a forum, sonicstadium.board.
So do you remember that Sonic BioWare game for DS, the Sonic Chronicles RPG?
I don't
know.
This game was made by BioWare.
Wow.
used some of the Archie lore and was one of the main catalysts for this lawsuit.
Google is warning me that some results have been filtered. Just so you know.
Some really explicit stuff was coming up. We didn't want to show it to you, but we have it.
It's almost like it makes me wonder if it was mostly explicit. That it was like, we gave you what we could find, but
It's like, if you'd like to turn it off and see the good stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna open it.
When do you think
Are
Sega's
hey,
gonna have to retire
right.
Sonic like Esurance had to retire Aaron Esurance?
That could also just say, hey, are your parents awake? Or ooh, the Lara Sue Chronicles.
Yeah. So that's sorry, it's not the Julie Sue Chronicles, the Lara Sue Chronicles. And
Oh,
this
yeah.
is now his new pet project. Anyway, Sonic was what I was obsessed with, even though I didn't have a Sega and I had a Game Gear. That was the only way I could play Sonic games.
Mm-hmm.
So I just loved the character of Sonic, but I didn't really play a lot of the games. when
Were
I
there
was little.
ports on Game Gear, or were there like original Sonic games?
They were ports, and there was like the Sega Master System ports that were like sort of 8-bit Sonic games that were nearly unplayable and really difficult.
Mhm.
It was literally named Mary
Before
Sue.
they reported to the Game Gear, they were nearly unplayable and difficult.
Yeah, the field of view is so small. I
Yeah,
wonder if that was
it
just the
was-
Game
yeah.
Gear, actually. That might not have been the case on the Master System.
Hmm.
I just want to point out real quick this sentence. She is the girlfriend as well as the distant relative of Knuckles.
I don't know how that makes sense, but yeah.
All right.
That sounds
There
right
it
for the
is.
comic.
That's Julie Sue. There you go.
And her mom is literally named Mary Sue. So I don't know.
Wait,
if
look
that's-
up the Knuckles family tree Archie comics.
Okay.
What is this? What shape does the thing make? This sounds wild.
Wait, what's that?
I can't. No, I just don't know what we're about to see.
The second one I think is the one from the oh, these are both from the comics. Okay, yeah.
Oh no.
Wait. That one says shit dad at the top. What is that real?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
That one you were just on.
This one says
Look, it says shit dad up there.
Oh, somebody edited it. This is
Okay.
it. This is
I was gonna
It's
say-
not real. You can't put that.
This one seems real. Okay.
It does have a
gang.
dad. Knuckles'
Why-
dad
what-
in the comic was like a war criminal that like experimented on Knuckles to make him into a super soldier. And then when Knuckles meets him, he just forgives his dad and everything's fine.
Right. Wait, why are there so many blanks in here?
Those
Maybe
are
we hadn't met them yet in the
unknown.
comic. Yeah.
Okay.
So we know at some point that Janelle Lee has a sibling, but we don't know what their name is.
Well, no, that's who they're married to, right? Oh, I guess that is sibling.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
It's not.
Man, who
It could be both. It really could
This is a bad family tree for a million reasons.
be.
If you're listening to the show on audio, it's just a big old mess of a thing.
Oh yeah, sorry to keep bringing up visuals, but
No,
Oh,
it's-
no.
Google
it's
these
good.
on your own at home. Have a lot of
You
time,
know.
a lot of fun.
we want to generate more traffic on Twitch. At least that's what we're saying. I don't even know if that's accurate.
I'm just
You
looking.
gotta
I don't know
watch, you
why
gotta
the
watch Twitch to
names.
see all the visuals.
the
And when
names
you
always come
Google
to me.
this at home, please, I highly recommend turning off Safe Search.
That's right. Hey, live a little. You know, it's been a long time for all of us here.
It's just
Well,
weird
keep
seeing all the
going.
names.
Little.
Like there's someone has thought of the name Tober the Echidna or whatever.
I like that there's like crazy names like Steppenwolf and Moonwatcher right next to names like Aaron,
Harlan,
Harlan.
Dimitri.
Aaron and Jordan showed up one day.
A crime fighter. The thing is, like, people were talking about this in the comments, and I don't know if they're kidding. But a crime fighter said the family tree is fucked up because Julie Sue's side got lost in the shadow realm where time works different. And I don't know if that's a joke or not. That could be anything.
I haven't read that part, but I guarantee it's real.
That sounds
I've read enough of the comics to know.
The family
Apparently
tree is fucked up
Dimitri is
because her
Sonic's
side
dad.
got lost in the shadow. What does that mean? Her side got lost? Like no one can remember who their brother is because they went to the shadow realm or something?
I love
Where
these
time works
characters.
different. Where
These
time works
fucking
different.
characters.
Who's Jules Hedgehog? He looks
don't
like a sad.
remember
He looks like a
Jules.
sad robot. A sad robot.
Apparently
Sonic.
this
He's
is-
holding hands with somebody.
Sonic's dad?
Is this from the new?
I don't know what
I-
this is.
This was
Pre-Super
later than I
Genesis.
read. This
Like
is
the
not-
When you dive into Sonic, it's the most made up sounding shit. Like during the
specifically this
pre-Genesis
corner.
Superwave.
And
It's specifically Archie comics. Just
Yeah.
went
This
nuts.
is not
Like,
Archie. This is real Sonic. This is the real Sonic. Is that or no, those are real too? But these are like in the official canon. I guess Sonic's dad is a robot named Jules.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, no, this is still Archie.
Oh, no,
This is
maybe
not
this
the-
We're still in Archie.
Is
I'm
it?
telling you, this is Archie. Yeah, and also his what's his grandpa is a main character in the series. I can't remember.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Because they were on ArchieSonic.fandom. You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Mhm. It's all Archie. Always has.
a lot of the innate horniness of this comic was definitely channeled for Mr. Boop.
Did they do? I love that. Did they cross Sonic and the actual Archie and Jughead characters over ever?
I'm sure there was some like one-off issues, but I don't. It wasn't part of the canon. Oh wait, look up Sonic Live.
Ooh.
I had this one. This is they photographed Ken Tender's children, and they get sucked into the game.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh, that's really fucked up.
That's some Captain N shit. That's like the Sega
And-
Genesis version of Captain N. He's in there with
Famously-
fucking Comic Zone and Vector Man and shit.
Oh yeah, this is an incredible comic. Famously, it was pointed out that his children are playing with like when they're supposed to be playing the Sega Genesis, they're holding a TV remote sideways. Basically, and since this was Ken's own home and these were his own
Really?
children, He presumably didn't have a Sega Genesis.
He was outed as a fake fucking.
Yeah, he
gamer.
didn't have Sonic.
Amazing.
He
merely constructed the modern
animals.
mythology around it, but he's not very familiar with the actual nuts and bolts of it.
So much. There's like
I love Antoine.
I almost feel
Antoine's good.
like we can do like our show's obviously more comedic than critical or all informative or anything. But even so, like it would be too intimidating to jump into a funny Sonic podcast.
It's too much.
There's just such a thing out there. I feel like Mario is like very silly and just.
I will say this. So Mario is like it's got that Mickey Mouse thing.
Right.
It's squeaky clean, so it's like fun to approach and sort of distort. Sonic has always had this depth to him. Whether it was, and I mean that in the sense of like he's like a reflection of Mario in the sense that he was really just like a competing mascot made after Mario.
Like 100% like we need a Mario, right?
And
like,
not only that, but like we need a cool Mario. So he's already got that.
We need a Mario that
got,
fucks.
Yeah, we need a hot Mario.
He's hot off like the 80s furry train. Like there's a lot of like furry artists kind of blowing up in the 80s in like the fantasy pulp realm. And so Sonic is like kind of coming off that tail end and then igniting a whole new generation of furries. There's so much to Sonic that feels like culturally relevant and important. Yeah.
I don't quite know.
But also, yeah, like it's easy to be like, oh well, Nintendo and Sega both had a Mario and a Sonic, and they were both like they were both the same for their respective things, but that's not the case. Like Sonic,
no, Nintendo was like generally way better at keeping their like mascot squeaky clean, like usable as a mascot, whereas Sonic was always like they were constantly losing control of their own guy.
yeah.
This is all insane.
Look at these! Oh my god.
And it's crazy if you just
Sally
think
Acorn,
about, you think
They're
about
so horny looking.
The humble origins of just like getting rings and trying to free some little animals that Dr. Robotnik had captured. And
yeah, how do you get this out of that? Look up Sally in the pool. Sally Acorn pool.
Oh no.
Is this gonna be?
No, this is. What do I look for? Sally Acorn like golden pool.
This is so dangerous.
We're walking.
There it is. Second image. That's in their Sonic comic.
So this is a Sonic comic. Princess Sally's looking into a golden pool, just like it sounds, reflecting, and it says, "All my life I never had a choice."
Sorry, I'll blow it up.
That's okay. All my life I never had a choice. I was born heir to the throne of Acorn and taught to be a queen from day one.
Sure.
Having recently discovered I have a brother, I found I was no longer charged with continuing the line of succession. However, Elias felt otherwise and offered up which by all rights was his. Having been given a choice for the first time in my life, I knew I had to decide what really mattered to me.
I
don't really remember
the idea of someone being a Sonic fan.
I'm sorry.
Oh man.
This is wild.
Yeah, it is a very over-sexualized image.
She looks a little bit like, who was the character on Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers? Not Chip and Dale, but like,
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that, but like
the lady,
like the lady, not the mouse,
Gidget,
not Monterey Jack.
Another furry icon you're bringing up.
Yeah, Gadget. Yeah. Thank you. It kind of looks uncomfortably like a fully nude Gadget. Just.
I also like this about this note. Note, this story takes place before the events in Sonic number 74. All right. Okay. Well, that makes more sense. Now that I know that.
As a Sonic fan, this really clears things up for me.
Wait a minute.
This would be my podcast if I had to do one about a long-running video game adaptation.
Just reading all of these horny Sonic comics.
Alec, I didn't realize you were going to fulfill, but it makes perfect sense. But you're going to fill this, an unintentional trope of our podcast is like, we do a show about a thing and we often have people on who are like, let me tell you about the thing, guys. Which some shows, that's their thing. Like, oh, we're a true crime podcast. Here's a fucking guy, but like,
here's a fucking guy.
Here's a fucking guy.
You'd think we would know a lot about the things we talk about a lot.
Oh yeah. How cool would that be if we knew a lot about Mario?
We'd be out of a show. Our show, it wouldn't be the same show, I think.
That's true.
But no, I did know you knew more about Mario and Sonic than me, is what I'm getting at.
Oh.
I didn't sit around and think about it in the alternative way.
I kind of, I've come to terms with the fact that I do know a lot.
Yeah. And I get the feeling I could pull your Mega Man string if I were so inclined, but I might.
Well, I don't know. I really just love amassing information about the lore of things that shouldn't have lore.
And yeah, why is that a Nintendo thing? Not that it's exclusive to them, but like all these things we're talking about are like, you know.
Well, Sonic Sega.
Well, you're
you're
gonna
right,
open up a can of worms here because I have a lot
Mario
to say.
and Mega Man. Yeah, dude, let's do it, man.
It's literally like I think a lot of it is you have people who are starved for more depth in their media, and even adult cinema these days is 90% Marvel movies, which is meant to be all ages, like stuff like that. Where like, you're just not you have to like seek out A24, which I still think is mostly hacky anyway. Like it's hard to you have to actually look for media that challenges you. And I'm not sorry. That's actually a pretty like pretentious thing to say. I don't mean that, but
it would be very funny though if you rolled that up into it, and that's why I read the Archie Sonic comics.
Thank you, because Archie's great. Yeah, what?
I have your back because I celebrate the dumb cinema and movies and everything, but also like I appreciate the good stuff. But like, I'm getting like A24 can swing a a few different ways.
Yeah,
so I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
I got no beef.
It's just like
I loved Uncut Gems. I have a lot of beef with Uncut Gems. It's like my point is we live in a society that's like not necessarily incentivizing people to make challenging art. It's more, I mean, the whole film industry and TV, which I have proximity to and I've worked in, is not about making anything that's utilizing the medium in an interesting way most of the time. If you get lucky and that happens to line up with something that's marketable, great. This is all stuff everybody knows. It's annoying for me to say it, but my point is, because that stuff's not readily available, a lot of the more like transgressive stuff ends up sometimes being the stuff that's overlooked by the mainstream. And so like Sonic spin-off games or this Sonic, like these Sonic comics that are like a niche to an already niche fan base back in the 90s, like
it's almost like, not to use the wrong term here, but it's almost like a mini version of outsider art, where it's like there's no one like thought they can make money off of the Mario cartoon necessarily, so they just let some guys make a Mario cartoon.
Yeah, and in that case, it became just like the Mario cartoon is people just trying to make 30 minutes of animated content for children and not really putting any passion into it. But with the Sonic Archie comics, you ended up having these weird writers who were like, this is my chance to throw everything I love about Star Trek and all this other shit into
my heart and soul is going into this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
D&D, I'm going to throw that all into Sonic.
Whereas just like half of the Mario episodes are just like 3 plumbers and a baby. That was a movie, right? Okay.
So the good Mario example is the Mario movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is like, that is super interesting and swings very big and has almost like nothing to do with Mario as we recognize
it's
him.
like it would be so impossible to make a straight adaptation, certainly in like 1993, without modern CG, like to make to translate the films. So there's almost like no better way. You could argue with the specific results, but there's no better thing to do than just like, well, we're going to take it to a very specific place and do what we can with that, and it's going to be like, I remember as a kid, it was a little, I don't want to say scary, but a little bit like, I didn't think the Mario movie would like kind of like creep me out a little bit, or you know what I mean? Like even like the world they go to is very like depressing. You know what I mean? It's not scary.
It's Blade Runner inspired.
It's like, like a kid
movie.
I'm a kid that knows the Mario games and I have not seen Blade Runner. And it's like this dark, soggy future world. I'm like, where's Toad, man? Yeah, but
Toad's there. He's just, wait, no, is there a Toad character?
I'm not sure.
There's like
Yoshi. There's
adorable, Yoshi's a raptor.
The Babam is just as adorable. Like they can't make the Babam not adorable.
That's right. Thwomps are like boots. They're just that lady's big rocket boots. Yeah. A lot of things get translated weird.
I was just talking to my friend about this the other day, that my first ever AOL Instant Messenger screen. Sorry if I've told the story on the podcast. It's not a long story. My first ever AOL Instant Messenger screen name as a little dorky kid was Trust the Fungus, which is from the Mario Brothers movie.
That's great.
And definitely more than once, someone thought it was some cool drug reference, and I did not tell them it wasn't. I kept the origin to myself. I was like, yeah, right, yeah, dude. Yeah,
I would have divulged the truth. It's important to me that people know
actually
I care about Mario. Yeah.
I wanted people to like me, Alec. That's...
Pro Mario, anti-drugs. Don't care if people like me.
That's right. I admire all. I've always admired all of those things about you.
I need like a T-shirt that says all that.
That's one of those targeted ad shirts. I'm a guy that moved to LA. No, okay.
I'm a badass cartoonist who loves Mario and hates drugs.
People are sending me things in the chat. So this is Knuckles making out with his girlfriend in the bushes.
Oh, Christ.
Whoa.
And then someone sent this one as well, which is Sonic the Hedgehog holding a piece of paper while crying, and the paper says "Marriage of Princess Sally."
Oh my God.
That's
And
when Sally marries a skunk. Look up Jeffrey St. John. Good
Wait.
guy.
Before we go, though, I want to appreciate a few things about this, guys.
Yeah.
You like the way a comic will have like the I'm an idiot, but like the name of the specific storyline they're
Sure.
doing or something. So this is Sonic the Hedgehog number
You mean the
155.
title?
The title. The title of this issue is ... alone,
Yeah,
and it's him
pretty good.
crying and holding a note. But at the very top, it still says the world's most way past cool comic.
I mean, even just the Sega logo with Sonic's like actual game art in the corner.
What's the name
It's
of the
enough.
skunk?
Jeffrey St. John with a GEO, that kind of Jeffrey.
G.O.
Jeffrey.
St. John's. Every part of it's the snooty way.
I don't like that age is autofilling, but that's a little weird. But all right.
Whoa.
Oh, is he
He's a
like
cool-
British?
Oh, what can
no,
I say, love? He says, "What can I say, love?"
I think famously it was impossible to decipher what his accent was supposed to be.
He's a little aloof. Jeffrey St. John plays it pretty. He plays it pretty aloof, doesn't he? Or
Yeah.
pretty, mysteriously.
I love that if you scroll up, the art that looks really overly detailed and scary is by Ken Penders. And
Oh, this is on his Twitter.
Yeah, he retained this character, so he gets to use him still. He owns Jeffrey St. John. Sega does not.
I'm gonna give him a follow.
Okay. Now I have a question, Alec.
Yeah.
What is and if do you know offhand, like what's the weirdest a Sonic video game has gotten? Do you have a call on that?
Ooh, Sonic
there's-
Battle's pretty weird.
Okay.
But no, I mean, you sorry, you can't get weirder than like
Like it never gets like this, like super
No.
weird, or I just because there's so much out there. It's daunting.
Shadow the Hedgehog is obvious, but no, like the Sonic Adventure games and Sonic 2006 all get like very bizarre. Like Sonic 2006 has Sonic kissing a human to come back to life. Sonic Adventure 2 has him
Wait,
like
is that to say it's not romantic? It's like
he's dead and she brings him back to life. Princess Elise brings him back to life. In Sonic Adventure 2, he gets like arrested and he goes in a limo with the president. Like you're at this point, you're
That's
already like it's not Sonic anymore. Shadow is the ultimate life form, and his prototype version is the final boss of that game, and it's the version they tried before they settled on Shadow, who's a hedgehog that looks like Sonic. The previous ultimate life form was this giant space station sized lizard called the Biohazard. So I mean these games are nonsense.
That's an
They're all
Adventure
weird.
2
Yeah.
you're talking about?
That's Adventure 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one. That game was. Is
Yeah, I
that the
love it.
first Sonic a Shadow game?
Yeah, Shadow was that was his first game.
Just
Did
for
you
fun, I went to Ken Pender's account. I followed it, read that he is a pretty hardcore conservative, and then I unfollowed.
I thought it was the RIP Hank Aaron that you didn't like. I didn't. Really
Oh
see
no,
that.
I don't know. It's just a lot of he's a never Trumper kind of guy. He's
Oh,
like
okay.
yeah, I don't know. I was like, I don't need to be following this guy from
Wow,
Bar.
he's
This will eventually come back to me if I.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not a safe follow.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
interesting dude, Ken Penders.
Wow, man.
Very very glad to bring him to your spotlight.
Yeah, thank you.
We're big Bob Forward fans around here. I don't know if you know Bob Forward, but
Oh,
he
yeah.
Don't. That name sounds familiar. Who's Bob
he
Forward?
he wrote a ton of the Mario, or no, he wrote the Zeldas. He wrote all the horny Zeldas.
Oh, okay. Oh, the horny
during the
ones.
Mario shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All of them. And now he's trying to sell electric underwear that shocks your balls and makes your
Yeah.
testosterone better.
Okay, he's a hero.
Yeah.
He's pretty sweet.
I respect that.
We had him on the show and we're too scared to ask about the underwear stuff, and we're just
Yeah,
like,
he's
hope
pretty
he
dope.
brought it
Oh
up.
my god, he looks
This dude-
sick.
Yeah, he looks like Wolverine.
he's the coolest guy I've ever heard of.
He's so cool.
He's
He
a
looks
guy,
so
man.
cool.
He's
He
a
looks
man.
like he looks like Captain America, Tony Hawk.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just insane. Looks
He's
like
got a
Greg.
great name too. I mean, that is like it's like a King of the Hill
Yeah,
character.
Bob
dude.
Forward. I've long joked about his autobiography called One Step Forward, Two Steps Back, and I don't know if it's real or not. His autobiography called One Step Forward.
He's holding two books right there. What are those?
Right, yeah.
He's holding two books right there.
No, I accidentally turned on the audio
Oh,
on
no,
the stream,
I
and then
heard
we heard
myself
ourselves
echoing.
twice.
If you're just listening, I like that. I feel like Lou Gehrig. He looks like if Greg Kinnear was a super soldier. Bob Forward.
Yeah. Or like in a Wrangler commercial.
Yeah. If they cast Greg Kinnear in the MCU next year, he'd look like this. I guess I'm the new Captain America. I don't know.
Good for Bob. He wrote some books. We
Yeah,
gotta read
he's
these.
done a lot of stuff. He
He's a nice guy. He co-wrote Zelda episodes with his daughter, with his
Oh, I love that.
with his wife, or who else? I forget. His sister Eve. Oh my god. And very sexual stuff. I don't know. The whole thing.
I was gonna say,
thing.
out of those three options, if he's writing sexy episodes, wife is the only appropriate one.
I think
So
that might
sorry,
have been the one.
Bob.
I think that might have
you're
been the one I
outta
was wrong
here.
about. I think I might have made that one up.
I think you absolutely did.
I think it was absolutely his sister and mother. Norman Bates asked writer.
It was.
When we had him on.
Okay. This episode of Mario starts off with a racist impression.
Yeah. Okay.
As they do.
As somebody who has not watched, I've never seen the Mario 3 show, and I've barely watched the other ones.
Yeah.
Are toads generally portrayed that way, as Middle Eastern characters?
No.
This
So I
is
think
new,
that
yeah.
they're in like the desert land because the last episode was like a mummy one, and then it starts off with the map, and they're like, I haven't played Mario 3 in a billion years, but there's like all the desert stuff. So
Like the
is that a world?
overworld. Like,
You
I
mean
think
World
they
2?
used this overworld footage underneath the title episode card thing to like kind of be
Right,
like,
but
yeah,
then I
this is where
wonder
they
if
are.
like because the last episode was also like mummies, so I wonder if they're like
Do they
making their
change it
way
depending
through.
on? Yeah, like
Right.
I would be curious if there was some sort of continuity there.
Yeah. We should know that.
How many episodes of the Mario 3 show are there?
Oh, not as many.
Whole bunch.
Whole
Whole
bunch.
lot.
There's not too many.
Because
Right.
season 3 becomes
4.
they did like 50 some Mario Super Show things, and then they did a little bit of Mario 3, and then it became Mario World before. I don't know why. Like they wanted to, I guess, keep up with the games in some way.
No,
but
that
it's
makes
weird.
sense. Yeah.
It's a little bit weird though, because they start off on this weird foot where the cartoons with Mario Super Show are like Mario 2, and like the characters are from Mario 2. So then it becomes Mario 3. Yeah, I guess what I'm saying is Mario 1 never got a cartoon, which we should do something about one
It's
day.
time to fix that. Yeah.
Well, they had
so.
the arcade one, right? But that's even before Mario 1. That's Donkey
Oh,
Kong.
like Mario Brothers, where you hit the POW switches and it was.
Yeah, right. Because there's the Super Saturday.
Oh yeah, do you know
There's
about
a
that one?
cartoon about
Alec?
that?
Do you know,
No,
do you
never
know
heard
about
of
the?
this.
Do you know? There's a CBS show from the '70s called, I forget what it's called. But
Saturday
it's like
Supercade.
it's an anthology. There was sometimes it would be Frogger, sometimes it would be Burger Time.
Whoa. So
Sometimes
this
it
is
would
just
be
any arcade games. This is like Nintendo
but
specific.
but there's a Donkey Kong thing, but because it's Donkey Kong, there is a Mario in it. So it's
Yeah,
this
there he is.
super yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Cubert. You get a Cubert sometimes.
And Mario and Pauline look like the box art, like the cabinet art.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like super. That was as much as there was of him out there. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we've talked about maybe doing look at that one when you got the super proper
This
Mario
one?
inside of an episode. No, down to like the close up of Mario. Go down. Where was he? Yeah, right there. Go down. down. Your other down.
Oh, this one?
Look at yeah.
Oh, this
look at
rules.
Mario.
This is like a
Wow.
French Mario before they really knew.
That's great.
Because he's just Jumpman back then.
He's Jumpman. He's got no M on his hat. He's not stout at all.
I will say it's amazing how much of him like it still translates. That's still
Yeah,
Mario.
It is. It's just it is Mario. Undeniably so. Yeah.
That rules.
He kind of looks like the Mr. Scrub version of Mario a little bit. That mustache is just it's really floppy.
Yeah, it looks like he's a brawler. Like he's gonna fight you on the
Yeah.
street.
But
or
again,
something.
he was he was the main character of Donkey Kong, but it was almost, again, like it's Donkey Kong's game. You're just sort
It's
of like,
called
Yeah.
Donkey Kong.
you were the guy in suspenders trying to do
I
something.
mean, it's you can play as Jumpman all you want. His name is Jumpman, and the other guy's name is
Yeah.
Donkey Kong, which is super
Exactly.
memorable.
Exactly. That's right.
Jumpman is like, I don't leave the arcade going, I can't wait to go play Jumpman again.
Mhm. They'll
And
make a
he's
bunch
the
of
villain in
they'll make a
Donkey
bunch more
Kong Jr.
Jumpman games. You'll see.
Yeah. And everyone's
Just
like,
oh,
shut
man,
up.
Being a huge Jumpman fan in like
Shut
'89, telling me, oh, Jumpman's gonna be huge.
You know who's really cool is Jumpman. Okay, dude.
Or it would have been like, when did Donkey Kong come out? '85,
I think so, yes.
or was that Mario Bros. '85?
I mean, Donkey, it might be 83, 45. Is that
Oh, no, 81?
81 for the
'81.
DK?
Japan.
That's
Good
wild.
Lord.
And then Mario Bros. Is '85, right?
I'm not sure.
or 86.
I don't know. We should
Mario
check the official
Bros. 83.
chronological timeline.
Well, no,
If we're
sorry,
gonna-
Super Mario
Oh,
Bros.
sure.
Oh yeah, this is an 83.
Is
Mario.
there related games?
I wonder if anyone's ever plotted a timeline of all these games.
Well, see, this is the real life timeline. That's,
Yes.
I'm not interested in that. I'm
Did you?
interested.
Yeah.
in,
Did that
There you
old Mario Brothers POW Switch Mario Bros come up, or like Donkey Kong?
Oh,
Did
yeah.
those come up? Yeah.
They show. Yeah, we have a lot of discussions on. Does Mario have a dad who is Jumpman? Yeah, are you familiar with like the Cranky Kong thing?
Yeah, Donkey Kong
Like,
Jr.
he's-
is our Donkey Kong.
Yes.
Like Cranky. I remember when. Yeah. Cranky Kong is the Donkey Kong that was in the original Donkey Kong arcade game, right?
Yes.
So Donkey Kong from Donkey Kong Country.
Which was a decision Rareware made.
Yeah.
So that happened like kind of out of studio.
So that maybe this is a hacky question, but can I ask you, Donkey Kong in a tank top in Super Nintendo Mario Kart, was that the swan song of Cranky Kong when he was still? It's like he's going out there, but he's wearing a shirt
That-
now.
that was a huge- It was a huge discussion that fucks up the timeline more than you would ever know.
Yeah.
That was literally like a huge stopper for us because we originally thought that Mario Kart would happen like at the end once the era of peace has been resolved. Bowser his friends. But then we're like, it cannot happen at the end because you have Cranky Kong there. And
Wait, Cranky Kong's in it? Oh yeah.
Well, no, because it's Donkey Kong Jr. See, with the tank top, which is canonically Cranky Kong according to Rareware's meddling with the timeline.
That's
So, but so now you're saying here he is without a beard, without the without the crankiness.
right. So this is a young Donkey Kong
That's
hanging out.
young Donkey Kong. That's Oh wait, sorry, no, yeah, Donkey Kong Jr. is
This is-
possibly either Donkey Kong modern or Donkey Kong's dad.
But Donkey Kong's dad did interact with Mario when he's Jumpman.
No, that would have been Cranky Kong.
Oh, sorry. No, yeah. That's what I'm saying though. That's so Cranky Kong. If he's the one in Mario Kart, this is so dumb. If he was the one in Mario Kart,
Sorry, he's not. I messed up a couple things.
Gotcha,
I confused myself. This is why I'm doing Mariology again, and this almost broke me.
I'm sorry. I just had 3 more questions about Mariology.
No, if you watch Mariology, like I was saying, we did film it in one day, and by the last few episodes, we are defeated. We have no spirit left.
Things that should not have been crazy became like complicated or
Oh, there's multiple times we are yelling at each other, and we are close friends yelling at each other, genuinely upset over each other's opinions on when Donkey Kong Jr. should fit.
This is all very good promo for the show. I have to believe this is.
It's fun. I stand by it.
Right.
I put a lot of editing work into it.
So this Sultan is in some oil in the bathtub.
sure. This is John.
Oh, sorry.
Stalker.
Let's please talk about this goddamn show.
This is the voice of John Stalker, the guy who does Toad. He's
That
like
was-
an
yeah,
oil
so
baron,
they
and he's doing
recast-
like an Apu fucking shitty.
Yeah.
And from this, Alec, for what it's worth, they recast Mario and Luigi, but Toad is the same. John Stalker.
That's huge.
And
He must have been killing it.
Yeah.
We had him on the show, and he was surprised that we didn't want to talk more about his work in Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
He kept trying.
Oh,
to Sailor
well,
Moon.
I would have loved to hear
We
about
were like,
that.
yeah, but you
Oh, I'm sure most people do.
that's not the kind of show we run here.
Who did he play on Sailor Moon?
He was the what was it, the like voice the production person. Like he didn't
He was just like involved behind the scenes. with
You're
it.
very involved as a production. Yeah,
It would be very
That's
very
so
funny
cool.
if he did one of the voices though, as like
That's what I wanted to know. I was like, how does this guy do it?
Hey, assholes,
assholes! I'm Sailor Moon. I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if
Sailor
he
Moon.
like did a character here and there just because
Sure.
the guy loves doing voices.
Sometimes it's hard to get somebody in the booth. If you got a guy there who can do it, you just toss him in.
Let's see. I'm trying to see.
But
if
yeah,
he did it. He was Beery Beery and Mr. Magic Piero. This might be a more recent version.
These sound like major characters.
Yeah, definitely not bit parts.
Yeah.
I don't know those characters.
Yeah, I can't say I do. So anyway, he's the I can't even find a
he's
photo
the
of it.
Sultan, and it's weird because like I didn't even think about it, but he does look like you wouldn't confuse him for Toad, but he looks like this big fat, kind of like Mean Gene Okerlund dressed like Toad, kind of. I don't.
He wears a vest.
So he's interviewing wrestlers in the oil pool. No, it doesn't. It just, I don't know. It's weird because he's got these camel heads. They're like his nice jacuzzi water jets, and they're filling up with oil. And he's like, oh, we got to get a plumber because oil's not supposed to come out of these. And then, so he's like, we got to get Mario and Luigi. I like that they're known for being plumbers. And then they show up and they just like duct tape it shut, which seems like what I would do if I didn't want to call a plumber, you know?
Yeah, it is. It's. I'll play the clip so people can hear.
We don't condone this voice.
No, yes. To be clear.
Struck oil. Sultan, what should I do? What would anyone do when their bath water turns crude? Get me the Mario Brothers!
I'm glad that the Mario Brothers have at least a reputation in this world, though, as plumbers. Because in Mario 3, no one's really talking about that.
Right. I'm glad he's not trying to profit off the oil.
Yeah.
I was literally about to say, does he not want oil?
Right, exactly. You're like,
Is oil
take a
like-
sponge bath. What is?
Is oil a nuisance in the Mario world?
Yeah, it's not
That's right.
quite There Will Be Blood.
Not a valuable, yeah.
That's right.
I also, I mean, we barely get to see him, but his minion, his other Toad guy,
Yes.
has a great design.
Also John Stalker. He's
Sorry?
doing all of them, yeah.
He just does all the Toads.
He did all the mocap for this in 1990.
That's holy shit.
Very primitive. People just
That-
drew
that-
him. People just
that
drew him while he
Toad
moved
is
around.
So off model.
I do like how
What
big this
Mario
toad
Toad
is.
should look like.
No toad has ever looked like this.
He's got a goatee and no eyes.
It's got like a big Smurf's nose. Like,
Yeah.
God.
And like the mushroom it's like not like a like, you know, it's just like a
It's not
beanie. It's like a
shaped
beanie
correctly.
he's wearing.
Yeah, it is. It's all very much. This guy's got like a mustache too. I've never seen a toad with a mustache.
It might be.
I like it. I think this guy's design is pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it is cool.
Okay, the animation in this show, sorry, the clip you
Yeah,
just
please.
played, Mario's like floating 3 inches off the ground here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really
He
is.
just kind of rotates.
This is
animation's
just one of those
rough.
things where I love animation. It's like I have no skill set do I admire more than somebody who can animate.
Hmm.
And I have this show was made on a shoestring budget. I will not fault anyone for the
Of course.
mistakes in the show,
Of
but
course.
it is so hard for me to watch.
The colors.
It is what it is. Yeah.
flash a
Here we
lot.
are at this. Yeah, exactly. Oh,
And the
that's-
framing's weird. So sometimes like Luigi's talking and he should be center frame and he's like in the corner.
Mhm.
Oh, he also just spun. Oh, it's so creepy looking.
Yeah, like when you point out like how the show is clearly made with like 50% less budget than needed to actually make a cartoon. And I applaud them for getting it done.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, he
it's
just
pretty
slid
weird.
out. Yeah. Yeah. Eyes talking and she's just like flashing from brown to tan. Is she just talking? You know what I mean? At some point.
There's a part where Koopa's mouth in this doesn't it hangs lower than his jaw. I caught.
Oh, my favorite part was later. I think it's Kootie again, where she's like eating a salad or something, and she just like when she's done her fork, it's like she
His
goes to put it
face.
in the bowl, and it just goes like outside of the bowl. Do you know what I'm talking about? It sounds so dumb to talk.
I missed it. I didn't.
It's
I'll
hilarious.
keep an eye out.
There's
I
this,
saw
this
you
fucking
tweeted
face.
this face.
that looks like Alec. You would draw that, wouldn't you?
That's why I screenshot. It reminded
Yeah.
me of my favorite kind of cartoon faces.
Like, dude, those eyes are Alec Robbins' eyes through and through.
This is a Mr. Boop scoop, but that famous stupid Mr. I say that facetiously, but the Mr. Boop grin is like super inspired by like John from Garfield, stuff like that, where they're like, and also like Smug, any Smug comic strip character. But also because I saw somebody post the troll face again for like the first time in years, and I was looking at it, I'm like, divorced from all of its cultural baggage,
Yeah.
the troll face is very funny. It is a good cartoon face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like I wanted to recapture some of that. And this reminds me of like something like that where it's just this perfect like shithead face.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I wonder who came up with the troll face. It's the same as like that that Pepe documentary that came out
Pepe's Matt
recently.
Fury. Yeah, Pepe's a famous cartoonist.
Yeah.
Who for years was like just at the mercy of 4chan.
This is by Carlos Ramirez, an 18-year-old college student.
Wow.
Why does it have to say living with his parents? Why does that have to be in there? On Wiki. Get the fuck out of here. We need that. We need that to be sourced twice, by the way. There's
hold
two
on.
links if you don't believe us.
I do think that is crucial information to explain the cultural baggage
true.
of the troll face. Like that is right. Like this is the sort of thing that should have been made by somebody who lived
I
alone.
put to you, Alec, the fact
Yeah.
that he's 18. Do we need to point that out?
Yes, that's huge. That's what
It
I'm
is
saying.
interesting. It's interesting.
Like
He
that's
made
that's the
$100,000.
that's the 4chaner.
He made $100,000 from Trollface. The
Whoa.
ultimate troll.
Holy
Damn.
shit.
Look at there he is.
That's
There's
not
a picture
him.
of him.
That's
No,
a
that is
guy.
just the guy who's dressed as
He's some awful
Trollface.
troll face.
Does
That's
not
gotta
look
be the
like him.
absolute worst cosplay in the world.
That's just a picture of the guy that sued him for ripping off his likeness down in the footnotes of the wiki.
It doesn't even say who it is.
God, imagine. Yeah, thank God. Imagine being that guy and having your name under that picture.
Well, apparently, not to get back into the stand-up talk, but apparently there's an ongoing war in the stand-up comedy Wikipedia page where people will edit themselves into the photo for what stand-up comedy is.
Here's Mark Roebuck.
Yeah. So, like,
stand-up
if you
comedy.
look at, like, the view history, apparently you can just see a bunch of people like, oh, Mark Roebuck edited it today to put just a photo of Mark Roebuck in there.
It's amazing.
That's so funny. That's a good bit.
I just want to put photos of me doing stand-up in like the Mario wiki. Can I do that?
You know that we can. We've done similar things.
We did the highlight, Alec, of us doing Captain N was we got into like a wiki war with a guy named Doug Exeter that just like we kept putting stuff into the wiki that were like, this doesn't make sense. Why is Kevin in his Nintendo or like whatever? And then this guy kept fixing it. That was the highlight. That was the highlight of like 3 months of our show.
I love it.
I was trying to see if we can find like a Nintendo Mario to put in there, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like there. Mario
Doing stand-up.
Oh yeah.
There's
I can
Luigi
actually
doing
think of
stand-up.
one Mario joke by a stand-up comedian that I love, and it's Dan Telfer. Do you?
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
He has a.
I'm a follower of his.
Yeah, I'll butcher his joke very quickly for you, but it was about Mario 2 and how that game is a dream. And at the end of the dream, Mario wakes up. He's relieved. It was all a dream. Now I'm back to my real normal world where things aren't mushrooms that don't fly and there's dinosaurs.
That's great.
Anyway,
That Luigi doing stand-up is good.
yeah, I wonder. I'm curious. I probably
his
shouldn't get
saying?
too far into it, but I'm curious what his bit is. So the other day, I bought a cinnamon donut, and they gave me a
Sorry,
receipt
can
for
I
the
can I
donut.
stop you? Can you
Please.
do it in Luigi's voice?
So the other day, I brought a donut, my brother Mario. I love you so much.
Yeah, that's the Danny Wells. He's always ad-libbing how much he loves his brother.
I bought a cinnamon donut, and they gave me a receipt for the donut. I told the store guy, I don't need a receipt for a donut. I give you the
it's-
money, and you give me the donut. End
Oh,
of
this is just Mitch
transaction.
Hedberg.
Yeah, now we're just doing Mitch Hedberg.
And
then
he
the
does whole
second
thing.
panel's funny though.
It's just
Yeah, the second panel is
Daisy.
actually a very cute depiction of his romance with Daisy. She's the only one in the audience. She's cheering
And
him on.
she's so supportive, and she's saying, "Woo, donuts!"
This is a good comic. I don't know. who
It
drew
warms
this.
the heart.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know if you'd say he's getting laughs, but I think that Luigi's killing.
You know, there's a sad part where like the headliner comes out and does 45 minutes.
To just Daisy.
Luigi just gets to open, you know, some fucking road dogs coming out with the same act he's been doing for a decade. They got cordless phones now, princess.
If I save this photo, I don't even know. Okay.
What?
Is
Is
it
that
worth-
going in the stand-up?
I was curious if I edit. If I edit.
Oh, no.
This might be too much work. This is
You're
new.
committed.
It wasn't like the Mario wiki is really easy to get into.
Yeah, this is too much work. I don't want to do this. This is
Like,
too much.
and I don't mean the Mario wiki. I don't mean the Mario entry on Wikipedia. I mean,
You mean the
like,
Mario
yeah,
centric wiki? Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You learn
never
code
mind.
to edit Wikipedia. Jesus.
I refuse
And I love
to.
going back to this guy's.
Yeah.
This
Check
is
in
a
one.
cheat sheet.
Back
This
in
is
the
a
show, by the
question.
way. Yeah.
Is this supposed to be? This is Iggy, but they don't call him Iggy.
I believe it's Larry.
Or it's Larry. Do they call him
do.
Larry?
No, they gave everyone new names.
Yeah, because Kootie Pie is Wendy.
Yeah.
It's so. This is bizarre. I didn't know. Like,
I
'cause
wonder
that
if they
seems like
weren't
the main
named
selling
yet or
point of this
something.
show.
Right, because it's either unnecessary or that's a good point, Jeremy.
Oh, no, it doesn't. No,
They
they
maybe
just
didn't
says,
have names. Or...
having new names that reflected their given personalities.
Mm-hmm.
No, they just decided they were like, Wendy's dumb. Let's name her Kootie.
Yeah, that's a
I want
classic
everyone to know that she's a girl.
'90s adaptation thing, '80s, whatever.
So this one is Cheatsy Koopa. He's Larry.
Oh, okay.
Cheatsy.
It's kind of fucked.
It's very fucked.
Cheatsy
Cheatsy.
is objectively kind of a fun name, but it's also I don't like it because they did need to do it. You know what I mean?
It's an affront to me as a Larry fan.
I would like to see an original.
Here's I'll
Cheatsy,
find the
not,
Super
you know.
Mario Bros. 3 cartoon Iggy. What does he look like? Oh, that's just the normal.
You just pulled up the entry for
That's
Iggy.
just the normal one. He just looks like this.
That's pretty. That's
That's not bad. That one is recognizable. And
Yeah, that's pretty.
they-
that's Iggy, all right.
that's a game.
I was just gonna show me the normal ass Iggy again. Yeah. Okay. Well, I tried.
In that Nintendo Power comic, they are all portrayed accurately, and I respect what they did there.
Oh, he's Hop in this. His name is Hop Koopa. Because
Okay.
it's based on his personality, of course, which is a hop.
And Lemmy is hip. It says. A play
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
cool.
urban, so they're hip hop. A play on the urban music genre, hip hop. I got it.
Well, that's good to know.
My goodness.
So in this we got Cheatsy, and Cheatsy's big thing is that he's gonna turn Kootie Pie into like a sexy lady, and that's his big move to trick the
bombshell.
Mario Brothers.
Which again, we talked about this before we started, but you did not pick this episode specifically because
It's just the next one that was up. Right.
am known for being horny online. Yeah, it's just a coincidence.
Yeah.
For cartoon characters, like we really, you know.
You
what I
almost
mean?
got a spit take out of me.
Sorry. I got a swallow take where
Oh boy.
It's good though. I don't want to make trouble.
No.
How was that? Right pipe and everything?
Right pipe. I got it down.
Cool.
Very small
Love
sip
it.
though. I
Love
got
it.
it cut off early.
Right.
I didn't get as much
Did I-
water as I wanted.
Jeremy, I was going to tell you this, that I got better health coverage and I'm actually getting my wrong pipe removed.
Oh, that's great to hear.
Why do we have those things?
It's
That's
the
most
appendix.
fucking vaudeville ass line I've heard in years.
Yeah.
Did you?
My
was
other
that
one is-
pre-thought.
My other big one is when I get older, I'm not going to buy a deathbed. No thanks. You know?
I like that.
You.
Why would you even get one of those? Gonna keep my old one.
Oh boy. Well, you got an all caps ha 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 in the chat, so I mean that's pretty good.
That is good.
So Cheatsy turns his sister into sexy lady.
Dude, she looks more like Link by the end than anything.
Link?
Yeah.
You don't think
I see
you don't,
that.
you
I
don't see that?
She's got a tunic and a swoop.
Like
yeah.
if you
That's
told her to
true.
dress like Link, that's what she would do
Yeah, it's
for
just
Halloween
weird.
or something, you know.
It's just weird to see Wendy Koopa with like breasts. It's just very strange.
All right, let's get the chat going. Is she hotter before or after the
Oh,
transfer?
yeah, please. This whole episode feels like the origin of Mario's like furry face.
She does have a tail. Keeping the tail is
Yeah.
crucial.
And Mario's really into it. Here, this is
Wow!
Sorry, that was very loud.
Oh wait, that's a great. I do have to point out. I love that the show is scored with sound effects as if it's like
Yeah.
a morning
Yes.
news show on the
Yes.
radio, but it's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
Mario.
It's
sound.
all coins and such.
Yes.
It's. I think. It's, I want to know the story. Like, did Nintendo provide them with a sound bank, or did somebody like go through and rip all?
Doesn't have
the
to go
audio?
in there, right? There is later, depending on how I don't know if the YouTube version has the old music still, but whenever they used a weird cover version of a song that like didn't stand the test of time, they just throw in the same 8 bars of "Beat It."
Yeah. It's
So I think
in
we got
this
that.
too.
We,
It
we
is.
got that. We got that in here. That's been in there forever. Yeah.
Here, I'll play this. Clip.
Back here, you forgot to do my tail!
Wow!
Wow.
Well, hello, handsome. Aren't you the famous Super Mario?
A super guest, my super beautiful lady.
It's always funny when his voice comes out and it's an old man.
Yeah. it's-
Oh boy, Luigi, I want to have sex with this tail lady.
Have you talked about the new Mario movie that's coming out yet?
Not too much. There's not too much out there, is there?
No, there's nothing yet. But
yeah.
I'm dying to know if Mario's going to talk in it or if they're going
Oh,
full song.
yeah.
Right.
It's-
The
it's
more he
such
talks,
a-
the harder it is to make that character kind of.
Yeah, I mean, there is footage. There's like parts in like promo materials where Charles Martinet will just go off for like 10 minutes as Mario, and it's
Really?
unlistenable.
Mm.
Yeah,
Whoa.
there's like something where he did like a kiosk at a mall where
Yeah.
a face was animated and he's talking as Mario to anybody who
Oh.
comes by. So you get like long periods of him doing the character and speaking.
Right.
Oh, and he fully voiced Wario for WarioWare Gold.
Is that right?
Yeah, so like there's cutscenes where Wario is literally saying entire lines of dialogue.
Oh, that's fun.
He did pretty good there, so maybe I'm wrong.
So I was a little bummed. This oh, it's not yet. I'm getting ahead of myself.
What's up? No,
I'm excited about Toad, but it's not till later when they do the whole trick with the prison cell thing.
Oh, sure. I mean, basically what happens is Mario is really horny for Wendy Koopa.
Yeah, he whips up there's like a candlelit dinner out of nowhere.
Without sound.
Hey, you're hot. Why don't we go to this corner for the candlelit dinner? Like, didn't you guys just walk in here?
When there's no sound, it really shows you how much of it is just a still image of mouths moving. It just keeps going.
Yeah.
I don't remember
This episode did get one genuine laugh out of me. If I remember where it was.
The thing I like about Toad, coming up, the only clip I care if we play or not is when Toad, John Stalker's Canadianness, which God bless him, I got no hate, but it shows through and he pronounces the word, I guess this must be a Canadian thing, but he says amateur, like amateur.
Is it over here?
Yeah, it's right here, this exact place, yes. They do the whole, like, they fake out, like, the Miss Kootie that looks like Sexy Link is like, hey, lock this princess up in a jail cell. We don't need her. I forget exactly what happened.
Her name, by the way, is Lady Fettuccine.
Lady Fettuccine.
Yeah.
just going right for the heartstrings of Mario.
Yeah, they really knew how to get him.
Yeah, that's right.
Here.
Lady Fettuccine says this is the safest place to be.
It's clearly a jail cell.
Who's dressed
Amateur plumber.
doesn't even
Did you hear that?
Amateur plumber.
I'll play it
good.
back. I talked over it.
Safest place to be.
You take the weight of an amateur plumber? Who's
I also like that he says Wade. I think
Yeah,
it's him
Wade
trying to do
does.
like Brooklyn or something.
It is. You take the weight of an amateur. Yeah, it's good.
Amateur. Do you know what I learned today, guys? Earlier today, I was streaming Typing of the Dead, and I had the filthy DLC on, which I didn't know was a thing, but where they put like dirty words into it and stuff. There's also like Shakespeare and movie quotes. It's a lot of fun. Anyways, I also was on the UK dictionary, and did you know, like they spell like color OUR and stuff like that, which I knew that, but the UK spelling of feces is FAECES.
Oh.
Did you know that?
I did know that. Yeah,
You knew that?
I did know that. Only because I've seen it. Only because I've seen it.
And you didn't
down.
tell me when we would see each other around the open?
No, I did tell you, Mark.
You told me?
Don't remember. Yeah. But no, you see it written that way. You don't forget it.
I will never. Okay.
Oh my god.
But that was in like the Golden Compass or something. I'm trying to remember where as a kid I would have seen that.
I'm
sure on
desperately
stream I was
trying to
like,
remember what
faces.
happened in this show.
Yeah, I need to come clean. I think this show sucks.
Alec, there's a reason we've been on for an hour and a half. And
Yeah,
got
we've
4 minutes. into the
We've
show.
barely talked about it.
All right, we have to at least skip to my favorite part. I just got a
please.
real laugh
Let's
out of
skip
me.
everything. I think we all technically
this?
watched the show.
Can
right?
we just talk about what happens to Luigi? I feel like that's the only important thing in this episode.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I've got one other thing, and then but we need to see Luigi.
Yeah, if you didn't like Tom Walker in the chat was saying that he hated Toad's design, but wait for sexy Koopa Luigi.
I thought you were about to be like, someone in the chat said they're hanging out for the Mario analysis.
Please come on, tap in their watch.
Yeah.
What are you gonna
What's
stop talking about
Luigi's
Sonic?
transformation's name? Like Casanova or something?
Yeah, it's
Koopa
Casanova Koopa, and I guess I wonder if this is like because Mario turns him into this. I wonder if that means this is like what Mario thinks sexy is.
It's his idea. Well, but it's right because Wendy goes nuts for it.
Right, or
true.
is it what he thinks Wendy would think sexy is, which is a sexy version of Koopa?
I for my own sake, I'm believing it's what Mario thinks sexy.
I hope it just he didn't think about the family tree part. He's like, whatever, I read Archie comics. What's that mean? And he's just more like, that's sexy, right? It's not like, I know what you want, little girl. Yeah, okay. I like that. I like that reading better.
Here's what it is.
I think it's time Lady Fettuccine met her dream reptile.
Really enunciated fettuccine there.
Casanova Koopa.
But Mario!
Wrong voice.
He's so sad. Why does he look so depressed?
He didn't ask to be this guy. It's.
He can't even talk like
His
himself.
brother's dead.
I love the wrong voice. Just okay, and then he immediately corrects it.
Yeah, I'll play the real voice.
He doesn't comfort his brother at all. He's
Sweet Kootie
panicking.
pie out for feet, while I take care of plumbing matters upstairs.
I just want to hear him talk 1 second.
Look at it. Here we go.
Oh. Are you?
My friends call me Casanova Cooper.
Incredible.
Yeah, dude. I love that.
It's really bad.
He's not hot, but he's charming. Maybe is he suave? Is that the idea? Like,
I guess.
okay, so the part that really got a genuine laugh out of me was you have to go a little further in. It's when they're like on this date when like Wendy like transforms the prison cell into like a nice like into a lounge.
Yeah,
almost.
he's like come into the jail cell so we can like fuck each other. And
yeah,
she's
that's
like,
bizarre too. She lets the prisoners free.
Yeah.
So that she can. Oh, also forgot to mention, there's a part earlier where they're like, they trick Luigi, and they put Peach and Toad into a prison cell, and then they walk away from Mario and Luigi. They don't capture them, and then Wendy's telling Peach like, the Mario brothers are finished. And they're right behind her. She didn't do anything to stop that.
Yeah, that's over here. Is that the part you were thinking of?
No. Sorry, I got distracted again.
Also, just real quick, the chat does agree that Casanova Koopa is hot.
Okay, I'm sorry to make that judgment call for everybody. I am the expert on what's hot and what's not, though. So please,
yeah, that's true.
On my
How about this? He's not marriage material. We can say.
No. Okay, so I think it's when Luigi turns back to normal.
First they kiss.
Which is insane.
She says something along the lines of like, "Oh, this guy's gonna clean my pipes" or something, and then
he does spit after they kiss, which I appreciated. I'm glad he did that.
Yeah, like it's a wine tasting.
He's a Koopa connoisseur, Koopasaur.
Yeah.
Was the only reptile for me.
So gross.
Just spackling. Just.
Luigi!
Is it around here?
Keep going further. It's Luigi's got to be holding the wand for this part.
Oh, I think that's in a little while. I think it's.
Oh, we got longer.
Is that the very end?
Maybe. Oh, it is. I'm sorry. It's the. Yeah, I just want to get us to the end.
No, I truly don't mind. I truly don't mind. Oh my god, I actually went to the next
end.
episode.
All right, Alec. I got any impressions on Do the Koopa? Okay, we're back. Sorry. Okay.
Here. So Luigi. So they destroy the castle. They destroy this desert castle. Luigi picks up a wand and he's like, "Hey, they left their wand. I could fix it." And then just play this portion and then listen to his delivery after he fixes it.
Shut! Oh no, the wand's melted.
That got me, man. It was a combination of like the really poor animation of the transformation, the frame before, cutting to this limp wand in Luigi's hand.
Yeah, no, it's just melted. He should have said for some reason, just.
What was the one that we were cracking up at last time?
Jeremy, can I? Well, I want to. Can we go to my?
Yes,
you go to
please.
Go to 339 on this YouTube video. This is a quick one. I mentioned this before, but just like watch. Just play it right there. It's fine. Luigi's in the rafters. What's her name here? Cootie's eating pasta. It's such a just half-ass thing. Just watch her fork when she's done eating. It's really funny.
Huh?
Not on the fork, everybody. All the listeners at home are keeping our eyes.
Speaking of plumbing, Mario, we've got a job to do.
Also, just real quick, the least Italian-sounding person who's ever existed.
Of course, thank you.
Oh my God, Mario!
Speaking of Italian,
They shouldn't sound Italian. They should sound like guys pretending to be Italian.
right, yeah.
Okay, so this is their.
Watch when she puts her fork down. She just kind of holsters it on the side like a fucking.
It just floats.
Like a
anything else would have been fine. Just put it on the table.
Just kind of hangs it up on the side of the bowl.
Again, there's no way I'm going to criticize the animators because it's not their fault. I'm sure they did the best they could.
They made this shit in real time,
This was animated live.
Yeah, that's right.
Mummy.
When we were in the fucking depths of like the 50 Mario Super Show episodes, and they had like 3 writers between them, we would joke. Sometimes episodes felt really uninspired. Our theory was that sometimes they'd write them with 2 hands, and so the bad episodes we called lefties, where clearly those were the ones that wrote with their left hands when they were writing 2 at the same time. and it's gonna happen on those kind of production schedules.
There's not much you could do about it.
Just
This
a
is
lefty.
still, I think, the scene to beat for me. This is from last episode. I just want to play it again for everybody. This is Mario waking up and being like, "Oh boy, what a good time to take a nap," and then like the ugliest toad who ever existed comes in, and he's like, "Hold on, Mario, there's a mummy," and he's like, "Oh my god!" And it's really good.
And he can't get out of bed fast enough.
I'm excited.
Mummy guy look familiar?
That's the whole thing.
Okay.
Sure is nice to relax after a rough adventure.
Yeah, I'm so tired, nothing could drag me out of this bed.
There's a mad mummy loose in desert land!
We gotta get that mummy back where it belongs before it scares the pasta out of everybody!
That fucking killed me.
Terrible
So
toad.
good.
That toad looks like shit. man.
Melted in the sun. Or something.
That's an absolute dog shit toad.
Oh, it's just bad. It's just a bad toad.
Oh no! So here, actually, now that I'm looking at it again, no, it's a funny toad. It's
like-
not a good toad because it doesn't look like Toad. This is a funny guy.
Like him.
Every like any toad, I feel like the circles on his white head, whether they're blue or yellow or red, are like the same circle all over. And this is like he's all splotchy and different shape.
The circle's like a blob that's messed up.
It like peters out.
He's got Pac-Man eyes, but they're huge.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
So
And like,
many like
and
he's got like 50s cartoon eyes, but they're way bigger than they should be.
his dimensions are wrong. He's all arms, which Toad isn't. Like in this moment, I cannot picture Toad's arms, and I love Toad. I don't know what's going on with his arms, but this guy is like.
I really, really wish this guy would supplant the modern Toad. We just get him.
Right.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
that's the
is
one
that
that beat
also
me so far.
our guy, our Toad guy? Is it a different Toad voice?
No, that's a different guy, I believe.
What's the other guy? Who does Koopa? He does a lot of other roles too, right?
Let me look.
Harvey
Who does
Archer.
that?
I made that up. What's his name?
Harvey Atkin. Harvey Atkins, I believe. Harvey Atkin.
I think I'm right. I was mostly there.
Oh, you know what?
Let's say I was right. Let's say I was right.
I believe that is Tara. Tara. This is fucking Tara Strong. Tara Strong is that Toad.
Whoa!
From
that's-
Riku from Final Fantasy X.
They haven't updated her name yet on the Mario
Sunshine
wiki, but
Yeah.
it's
Hey,
Tara
you know,
Strong.
she was really in these. That's great.
And she
You never
plays the
know,
character
man. Wow.
Mushroom Boy.
Mushroom Boy, Toad's cousin, different character. Toad's cousin.
Oh, maybe that is. Oh no, Toad's.
Or-
Yeah, that
no,
is a different
no.
character. That's right. We're
Amazing.
forgetting that there is eventually a Toad's cousin in this episode. It's a whole thing.
The whole thing. I
These-
had no
the
idea.
show is
We
dead.
learned.
That's
yeah.
Toad's cousin.
I got maps to the
That's Tara Strong.
I got maps to the stars.
She was apparently she was 17 in this, according to Real Dr. Phil Good.
I still am not. I don't know what to think because I was like one day was like, hey, that's really funny. His name is like Dr. Feelgood, but he did it funny. But Dr. Phil would have you believe he didn't mean to do Dr. Feelgood. Am I misremembering this?
You're
Is that
thinking
right?
of a different person's name on our Twitch.
What was the other name? Oh
I
shit!
don't know.
Sorry.
You thought-
Okay, well the same thing happened with someone else. Phil, good to see you. Thanks for always hanging out. Jesus Christ. What was the other name then? There was some other name
There
that
was
had a
someone
double
else
meaning.
Who
Thing.
you thought their name was a pun and you complimented them and they're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Are they here? Who was the pun? I appreciate.
I don't remember what it was.
I
I
love
don't
that.
remember. But it is. Is it Dr. Phil Good?
I don't know,
Maybe
man.
it is. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Is there anything else in this cartoon that we should talk about? Because honestly, who even fucking cares?
No.
I mean, we
should-
covered Luigi kissing Wendy Koopa. What else did I write down?
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
Yeah, what,
He says you can call me Sweet Lips, which I thought was odd.
That's right. That's right. He just like there's the whole thing with the hose by the end where there was like is it the same thing? It's like the camel head that was like shooting oil. Mario
Yeah.
hangs onto it and it just protrudes and they do this like cartoon fire hose gag. Unless I missed something, and
Wait,
it sort
look
of
at-
just happens, right? I mean,
Look at Cheatsy's face in this frame, by the way.
Oh, he's horrified. Oh my god, he looks like fucking Smeagol. Like
That's
Yeah.
a very good drawing.
That's
That's
funny.
fantastic.
that mouth is very expressive. I guess the whole thing is, but wow, yeah.
Again, I would draw a character like that.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
very much my style.
She's also floating in midair for like way too long. Like I get floating because of a kiss, but she's just still floating.
Jeremy,
Yeah.
you've never kissed the right person, then, man.
It's
It's like that. It's like that.
Sorry you had to out yourself like that, man.
I've never kissed
You don't
Casanova
know,
Koopa,
Jeremy.
that's
You
for
don't.
sure.
You don't know True Love's Kiss, dude.
Oh.
Bro,
You didn't tell me Jeremy was
bro, I didn't know. I didn't know he was like this.
The Ponyo kiss. Oh, there's that
big,
guy
big
again.
Toad's back, yeah.
I wonder,
Toad's
does he
cousin.
have
Is
a
that Toad's
name?
cousin? That's not Toad's cousin.
No,
Toad's
no,
other
no.
cousin.
This is Toad's cousin.
Whoa,
this
really?
guy.
Thank you. Jeremy's got that ready at all
I
times.
will straight up do have that ready. This is Toad's cousin.
I
to be clear.
text Jeremy, who's Toad's cousin? He fires that right back at me.
But look up Floyd from the Mario comic. I mentioned him earlier.
Okay,
He's
what's his name? Floyd?
Floyd, Friendly Floyd, I think.
Friendly Floyd.
Google really wants me to look up.
Yeah, Friendly Floyd. So this is the guy who's like the American salesman who sells the Yoshi.
Oh,
book,
that's
but
amazing.
I love his design. He's
Howdy,
so-
howdy, howdy. How did you like the book? That's great.
Oh, that's cool.
He looks like, in a good way, that thing where like a guy shows up from a different world. Like his
Yes,
head is bigger
it's
than
really
people. Yeah.
And it's funny because he's clearly supposed to be a one-off gag, but they keep using him, and he's like there for like the final battle
Amazing.
and stuff.
That's great.
That's really fun.
That's great.
I like
He
that.
sort of looks like, like you have Vault Boy. He looks like Vault Man. Like maybe Vault like his kid or something.
Oh, and his name is Jean-Pierre Pacher in French, which means
Oh,
cheap.
I guess it's a pun, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Wow. Because he's like a snake oil guy. Yeah.
He is, yeah. I mean, look up the Yoshi translation guide too. It's a very funny visual gag. But I already explained it, but for the Twitch.
Is it this one?
Yeah, yeah.
This is like an official. Oh, this is so cool.
It's in the comic. It's in the book that he sells Mario, and they're like, they need to be able to talk to the Yoshis. They buy this book, and then they find out it's useless and get mad at him.
That's funny because it's like they do like an aloha thing. Hello, Yoshi. How are
Is
you?
this a girl Yoshi?
Yoshi.
Yeah.
Does she have lipstick?
Fine, thank you,
Yeah.
Yoshi. Yeah, and
And
some
eyelashes.
some lashes. Yeah.
That's great. That's really fun.
Yoshi.
recommend
S.
comic,
It's Yoshi with an E at the end. Did they ever do that?
Wait, what?
She.
Oh, Yoshi.
If it was an E at the end of
Oh.
Yoshi, that would be a Yoshi.
Yoshim and Yoshers.
I think I would read that as Yosh. And I'd get
Yeah.
so confused.
That's right. You need like 2 or 3 E's really at the end.
Mark, I don't mean to be critical, but this is why you're not in charge of the Yoshi canon.
Yeah, Mark.
Well,
I hate to send you down some notes.
Well,
on your Yoshi bit, your female Yoshi bit.
All right. I'll take it back to the show. I refuse to
Well,
give
wait.
up
I
on
wanted
it.
to find out
I
this
refuse
guy's
to give
name.
up on this.
Larry Coop. I have too many fucking tabs open. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Oh, it just says Sultan's
Mario
working.
riding on a jacuzzi faucet.
It's like it's so far past the point of being a jacuzzi faucet. It's now like a hose. It's a hose in the air. In the wiki. Mario riding on a jacuzzi faucet. Yeah, that's really
The animation and continuity
so
errors
funny.
section of this
So
wiki is
long.
longer. It's longer than
Oh
the
my
rest of the wiki.
God,
Well,
yeah.
some of these aren't even errors though. This is just like when Luigi is telling Mario they have a job to do. His voice sounds like Danny Wells. Like, okay, I guess.
What the fuck?
That shouldn't be on this list. Yeah.
That is no.
Continuity error.
I mean, I guess it is one if they reused actual audio, but
I can't imagine.
Right, but it's not like it sounds like that's a little nitpicky. That's unreal.
And then under trivia, they have a spelling error, so that should just be an error. Although I guess it's
Oh
not
wait,
on
that's
here.
that's in the official Dick episode outlines. Like, what is like the back of a VHS tape or something?
yeah, I'd
somewhere.
love to know.
There's one too many T's and fettuccine.
I also like that they have all the translations in other languages, and it reveals that in Polish, the episode is named "Wonderful Beauty Babe."
Yeah. Ooh, this feels relevant. Read that last bit of trivia. Check this out. This is huge.
This is the last episode which Mario's hair is colored black. For the next episode onward, his hair is changed from brown to brown. Oh, that's pretty cool.
wow, that is huge.
Wow,
That's
bro.
big, historic.
This Mario wiki is very thorough.
It's way too much.
I just realized how historic an episode we watched. This was the last black-haired Mario.
Thank you for bringing me on for such a milestone
Dude.
episode.
Oh, does it have the fork one in here? No mention of the fork.
No way. All right, well, does it mention the Koopa's
That's
mom?
crazy. I would assume for sure in this list the fork is in there. If I noticed it, how did like the Hawks not notice it, right?
No,
No.
listen. Yeah, they've missed at least both of the ones we talked about.
Yeah. which is kind of
Imagine how many more we all missed.
Look, yeah. What about this? The Sultan normally has a purple shirt.
What?
But when the doom ship crashes into the tower, her shirt is yellow. So like he might have changed it, but you got it's a little weird.
I'm curious what that
Could
is.
he have ran off and put on a yellow shirt? Yeah, I don't know if it's all the way in there, but it usually
Is it at the very end? Oh, I don't know. That's funny though. What a weird show. What a weird bad show. I think that's pretty much everything, right? They get flooded with oil. It's hard to really care about the Sultan. You know, he's like an
There's
oil
the
guy.
hose. I don't know.
Yeah, the hose has a camel head.
The jacuzzi faucet is gonna need some plumbing done to it after all of this.
Oh yeah,
It's shooting oil and it's
exactly
right. And again,
airship.
And even if you
Daniel Plainview to come in and set up shop here.
That's right. That's right. I drink your mozzarella milkshake. I drink it up. That's not that's the good of polls I'm gonna make. We want to end the show here.
We can end it. Well, if we're gonna end, we should talk about what we want to rate this out of 10 and who our most valuable paisano is.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, it's
turn
tough.
to you, Mark.
Yeah, it's not great, man. It's really it's fun. Like where personally, I it's not very academic or whatever. Like just as I haven't watched one of these in a while. When we were watching them every single week, I got so sick of it, and so now the opposite is happening, where it's like it's nice to watch one.
Nice to hear back.
It's nice to hear Toad say amateur. Weird little familiarities and stuff like that. But that said, like I was there's fun weirdness throughout, but I was underwhelmed. It's like a 5. It's like a 5 out of 10. It's just
Who's your
I don't know.
MVP? This animation is.
I guess it's Luigi by way of
this is definitely an error. I think they just misaligned this castle transformation. It's
weird.
The bottom of the frame is higher.
That confused me that it was like. So did he do part of it?
But I'm trying to find it in the clip. I'm just noticing more like this line is too long. And,
that's what I'm saying. Anywhere you look in this, they just were clearly strung so thin.
The way that Mario floats off of this is very weird.
Yeah, just has scooches his ass. I think Luigi's my MVP. You're right, Alec. He does that great line at the end. That's.
Oh no, the one's melted.
So that, and he gets to be whatever the sexy Koopa, and he sounded like Danny Wells for a minute. So MVP status right there. That's mine. What about you, Jeremy? We'll give you the most time to think, Alec, because we've done a lot of these. Yeah.
I would give this a 6 out of 10. I don't remember anything that's in it.
Yeah.
But I like that Mario's just real horny in this one. We usually get horny Link. These shows are almost like the opposite of horny, where you'd think that like you'd think that like it would be like, oh, the Mario wants to kiss the princess or whatever, but like no, he's kind of just a guy. And I like that he falls for Kootie Pie Koopa, I guess.
Like instantly falls for her.
Casanova Koopa is my MVP. He's not quite Luigi. He's his own man.
Yeah.
And,
well, once he starts doing the right voice.
Can we get some privacy?
I don't know. He's just a hottie. Gotta give MVP, most valuable paisano to our friend Casanova Koopa.
That's fair. Yeah. That's a good choice.
All right, Alex. Same 2 questions. It's okay to repeat answers.
Sure. 0 out of 10. No.
Very great. Very good answer.
Well, here's the thing. I this particular episode I liked the like transformation. So that was funny. That was interesting, relevant to my interests. Mm-hmm. Let's bring it up to a 1 out of 10.
Okay.
Hey,
that's fair.
All right. Do you have a most valuable?
Oh, absolutely. It's Cheatsy Koopa.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
That face that I tweeted. I loved it.
Yeah. That makes okay.
Cheatsy's great. Did we get his voice in this so people can hear it? If they're, let me just play it.
You forgot to do.
Nope, that's not it.
Oh.
It's say that they do this.
What happened to my usual beautiful self? I turned you into Mario's dream girl. It's the perfect way to stall him.
Oh man.
Who is that?
It reminds me of the Igor voice that they gave Cutman in the Mega Man cartoon.
Well, yeah, we had fun with Cutman. I don't know if it was the same, but the Cutman we got on Captain really N was funny.
We don't know if it's the same voice.
Yeah, he was.
I'm gonna find it real quick. Captain N Cutman. He says something really funny in it. Oh, this is Vinny Vine Sauce.
Look at him. Yeah.
This is us. I don't want to hear that. Oh,
You know, the big wigs in the game, Vinny.
yeah,
Mark and Jeremy.
The
You can't
big-
throw
the
a
big
stick without hitting
ugly
one of the two of them.
So I know exactly what it looks like, but he says Cutsman's my name. Cutting's
Cutsman's
my
my
name.
Did you post this on Twitter? I think I clicked on it.
Yeah, we made a little cartoon of our goofs on it. I cut your dicks off, boys.
Cutsman's the name, cutting's my game, and I don't mean hair.
I don't mean hair.
Oh my god.
Is that what he's like in the other one?
Not at all. Look
Not
up
at
the
all.
Mega Man cartoon cut, man. Just because now we gotta hear that voice too.
Yeah. Hey, where are you at with what game that we like, Jeremy? Dr. Wily and which one?
Sure. That's Dr. Wily and what is it, Mega Man 8, I think? Or no? It's one. It's the one with a really bad voice act. Is it?
I'm sure this first one's got it. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
Also, this is Cutman, and the other one is Cutsman.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
This gate wasn't supposed to have an alarm on it?
was that him?
Man,
Yeah, he talks like Igor for some reason.
Was that an alarm on it? It's weird because I'm so used to that really like that other one had way too much face, you know.
Yeah, no, the Mega Man cartoon has like, I would say 70% faithful character designs, and everything's like a little too buff.
Yeah.
This is the one we were talking about before. I mean, we've
Oh.
played, everyone
Do you
knows
like- do you like this one?
God, I show this to everybody.
It's just so good that every time we talk about it, we feel like we should play it.
Right,
Watch it, Dr. Wily. He stumbles over his line. He goes, "What, Mega Man, get over here!"
Right. There's like a million. Like there's so many games with like unenthused voice acting, but yeah, like that's this. Like they kept in this stumble and start over.
This is my favorite thing.
I love it because he's swinging big. He's doing an actual character. He's not just like kind of throwing his own voice out there.
Yeah,
He's like
right,
trying to do a
right.
voice, and he sucks at it, but he's not giving up. Like it's an admirable performance.
Very much so. And that's
just
why
don't
it's
give
so,
him a
like I
second
said,
take.
There's so much bad voice acting. There's a reason this is a cut above, and I think you just kind of really put it well about why
Please play it. I love
we
it.
gotta play it.
what do you make of these?
These?
These seems to be energy resources. But I've never seen this type on Earth. I don't know where this energy came from, but cannot let it fall into Dr. Wily's hands. You must recover all the energy immediately, Mega Man.
But where is Dr. Wily?
That's a good question. We may be able to locate another energy emission from the radar room. When we find that meteor, we'll find Dr. Wily.
Oh,
It's just good stuff.
There's like so like there's so every line has something like I love. There's like a sing-songiness to like we'll find Dr. Wily. By the end, he's really
Oh my god.
love it. Every part.
The opening to that game is gorgeously animated. It's so funny. Like, in fact, all the cutscenes are really well done. It's so funny that we've given it the worst voiceover possible.
Yeah, love it.
It's pretty
I was once bidding on eBay on an animation cell from the opening of that game, and I did not get it.
Oh,
But
Right.
it was very cool.
that's right.
I want to get an animation show. Those are cool. People always talk about the Super Show ones. They tweet us on Twitter to say someone bought this. Did I say da?
Yeah.
You should each have one from this show.
Yeah, I agree.
Some terrible one or some funny crossover appearance or I don't know what.
Oh my god! I have a let me show. I have a Ranma one. I want to
Ooh.
one half. That it's not hung up yet, so it's readily accessible.
Oh, you have it. Okay.
I'll be right back.
Come right back. We'll vamp and we'll I guess we are gonna wind down. That's our show.
What do you want to talk about? Well, Alec's gone.
He's right back already. Alec, while you were gone, he called you Alex 2 times.
No.
Well, no, I mean, listen, I get it.
I'm kidding.
You don't know who I am. You don't care about me.
I'm kidding.
Here we go. I got this thing framed. Got this on
Oh,
eBay.
you got a frame. Oh, framed but not hung. Brilliant. Okay, yeah, look at that.
It will be hung.
Lovely.
When I
That's so cool.
figure out where it goes on the wall. But
Very
look
cool.
at that. A gorgeous cell from one of my favorite shows.
Very nice.
Thank you for allowing me to show off
Of
my fun little memorabilia.
Oh, of course. Thank you for coming on to the show, man. We talked
my
at length
pleasure.
about your stuff. Do you have anything coming up or anything else you'd like to plug or talk about or tell people where they could find you or other variations on the same thing that I keep saying?
Great question. Everything I'm working on right now is secret. I'm brewing up a new comic, brewing up a new game, working on a new job.
Well, then do you want
Every
to
so, whoa,
do you want to do
everything.
a quick Super Mario 3 characters fuck, marry, kill instead?
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Who are my options?
I don't know. I guess
You have to give me 3 options.
that's true. That's true.
Mhm.
Let's say what do you think, Mark?
Of Mario 3, we should do Casanova.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Yep.
And then let's do
And
Cheatsy.
then we should do
Let's get Cheatsy in there.
Cheatsy, and then nice looking Miss Cootie.
Fettuccine.
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Okay.
Lady
Casanova,
Fettuccine.
Fettuccine, and Cheatsy. Jesus.
Yeah, Fettuccine, Cheatsy, and Luigi,
Okay,
or
this
like
is-
the yeah.
This is tough. Let's see. We did already say that Casanova is not marriage material.
Yeah.
It's amazing the authority you've become. Like Fuck, Marry, Kill is a game that a lot of people play, but when you start talking about who you'd marry, it's like, all right, guys, listen up.
Listen to me.
Gather around, children.
I don't agree that I should have this power, but I would gladly.
Unfortunately, you do. You're like Spider-Man.
That's right.
Yeah, well, authoritatively, you would fuck Casanova because you can't stay with him, but you're not
Yeah.
gonna kill him either.
Mhm.
He's Luigi. He dies. Luigi dies.
Okay, that's right. That's a great Spider-Man answer.
Yeah, Mary, it's got to be Fettuccine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to say, but
You marry Fettuccine?
yeah,
You got to wake up looking at something every morning, right?
that's for sure, buddy. And you know, I might not get along with her, but that's the secret sauce.
You don't want to look at this every morning when you roll over in bed?
No, I'm not gonna look at him. I'm gonna kill Cheatsy. Cheatsy's dead immediately.
Cheatsy's got to go.
Cheatsy's got big shithead energy, and you can't have that around you.
Certainly not as a brother-in-law, right?
No. I shoot him point blank in the foot with a pistol.
There you have
I
it.
relish it. I do that, and then I say, okay, now who do you want me to kill for the game?
Yes, that's right. Right. Can I? Yeah.
I killed him for fun. Now I'm ready to actually.
What's all this about a game now? And then that leaves you. So you sneak one off with Casanova. What you do? What you
Yeah.
do? You know,
I think that's the right answer.
a
Yeah.
bachelor
that's
party
right.
or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's the correct answer.
Oh, incredible.
Incredible. And read Mr. Boop. You can buy the books.
Yeah.
MrBoop.net. They're all there. You can read the whole comic for free. You don't have to buy the books.
But if you want the physicality, that's what's cool. It's
Yeah.
really
It's a
cool.
really great
And
comic. I had a blast following it. And
Thank
it
you.
was a fun thing to watch unfold. And
Yeah.
congratulations again. You're in this really cool spot where I can't speak for all your fans, but I will. You've cultivated this cool thing where it's really exciting to see like what you do next. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No pressure at all. Yeah.
I had
No,
a friend
no.
who was texting me Mr. Boop fan theories. That's where it was.
Oh,
that's
can I hear some of them?
I don't know if they were. Let me see if I
It's
can
all
ask
right.
them.
They don't think you're real, Alec. They think it's a team of people.
I did like end it with some ambiguity,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it was pretty clear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but these would have been theories from before it ended, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Oh,
quite sure what they
people
were.
guessed a bunch. A lot of people guessed, without even realizing they were guessing it, that I would end it with an Ava song.
Really? That's very funny. I
not
watched
to
it
spoil,
recently
but yeah.
for the first time like a few months ago, and I feel like I have like the colorblind glasses where I can see color now because like, everything on the internet is a fucking Evangelion reference. I just
Yeah.
didn't know.
Yeah.
It's really baked into the cultural DNA at this point.
Yeah, I had
It
no
was such a
idea.
psychosexual awakening for anybody. I watched it when I was 13. Like that genuinely, like the part in the movie where he comes in his hand.
Yeah.
Sorry for being crass on Twitch, but
Sure,
he does
sure,
that. That's burned in my brain. Like the dog in The Shining. The dog- those two things like saw them way too young.
Well, it's very good if anyone wants
Does the
to
dog
watch
come on its paw in The Shining?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, the dog gets in a robot and fights angels.
I gotta watch that again.
Bark, bark. I'm so fucked up. Is what he says.
Cool.
It might be a translation thing.
I don't know if we have any other business being on the show here any longer. That
Yeah,
came out wrong.
thanks for coming
We don't have
on.
any more business to tend to. We have no more business being on the air.
Thanks
I think
for
everyone
watching.
can.
Oh, are we getting canceled? The show's over?
I think just this one.
Just this one.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for coming on, though, man. Really appreciate it. Yeah.
Oh, my pleasure. First of all, missed you, buddy. It's been a long time.
Of course.
I'm very glad to have reconnected.
Absolutely. Yes. We can do it off of the air without an audience if you ever want to.
I was
am
gonna
down.
say
I'm down to do that.
that's the right way to do it. We don't live in the same town, and it's pandemic, so we'll just chat at each other online from time to time until the right moment arises.
That's where I'll be. But yeah, thank you everybody. Alec, thank you so much for coming on. Paisanos, thank you for hanging out. If you're listening to the podcast, we do a Twitch show on Friday sometime between noon and dawn, not even noon, sometimes before that. So just follow us at Hard Drive Mag and Show Pod, and that's all I got.
Just look up Mark on Google.
Yeah, just search the word Mark.
Yeah,
scroll through the Ruffalos, scroll through the 22 guy.
I mean, it didn't take that long to get to the Mariology thing.
Yeah, you'll find it.
Right. Scroll through the Virgin Mary stuff.
Yeah, Roebuck's not too far down.
Nope. Scroll through the Sears and Roebuck stuff. They fucked us.
Speaking of, there is a race car driver, a Formula One racer named Alec Robbins, who I am sure hates me so much.
Oh, I was gonna say, do you have the Google challenge where like either you have already or one day you will like eclipse him as the?
Oh yeah, let's see what happens if I look up Alec Robbins.
Please show me.
It's the first is the car, and then it's the Mr. Boop.
It's like cartoons and race cars and anime and.
Hold on, go to all. This is images. This doesn't count. I need to be the winner. Okay, cool. My Twitter is at the top. Good.
Twitter.
Mine's a doctor.
I love Mr. Boop. Alec Robbins.
I'm blocked by another Jeremy Kaplowitz on all social media.
Yeah. Just because we're playing, can we check me? Because Dave Matthews used to play with a guy named Mark Roebuck, but he didn't make it into the Dave Matthews band.
Mark Roebuck, the first
my
one,
bar's pretty low. Yeah, I think I'm good. I'm good. Right? No.
You're number 2.
I said the bar was low, and I still can't clear him.
No, you're number 2. But then it's you. Then we got Mark. It's the musician, and then it's you, and then it is a social worker in Virginia.
Okay.
Good.
And then I think.
And then it's you again. So you got 2 of those first.
The social worker should be first.
I've dominated. There are no other Jeremys.
Wow. This is great.
Except for this guy. There he is.
Oh, I wonder if he's got his own little podcast.
I'm sure he does. I'm absolutely sure.
So sorry for saying a little podcast in a weird, demeaning way.
First of all podcasts are little. Second of all, ours is small for podcasts.
It's the streams that got small. No.
Okay, let's end this stream. Goodbye, everybody.
Cool. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.